Mm. Oh, okay, okay. We already started. Okay.
Goddess of victory, Nikke.
Okay. Sorry for the delay even further. But hey, I'm getting better, right? That's what matters. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming. But I'm pretty sure most people who are going to watch the stream aren't here yet, and that makes sense, you know. So we're going to do the usual thing that I like to do. You know, we're going to be doing the dailies as I like kind of follow how many people are watching. I kind of see that, and when we have enough people, we're going to start the event proper because I don't want to like just continue the story while some of the people interested are not here yet. Also, welcome to the stream, Kodokunasu, Big Bill, and any other obscure scholars that may be watching but are lurking. Also, good news. You can't do that right now, but from the next string onwards, we're actually going to have like emotes for the channel. Like I commissioned them, and they're finally ready. So yeah, you're going to see the emotes drawn by Sumika, hopefully soonish. Besides that, what else? Okay, Jesus Christ. Wait. Calm down, calm down. This is huge. Calm down. Yeah, this is happening now. Okay, that was awfully fast, but hey, not complaining. Anyway, since there are enough people here, actually, all I'm going to do is I'm going to make the image post, which I haven't made yet, and then we're going to start the event. No delays, like there are enough people here already, which I did not expect, but I'm really thankful for. Again, let me just like do the post and then we can start. Also, like just so people aren't too bored while I do this, once again I will be like commenting on something. Let me get a good like subject here. Mm. Oh yeah, this is a good one to comment because of what we're playing. There's this series that eventually I want to react to. It's not going to be soon, but eventually I want to react to it. Which is an official like Nikkei animation, right? Called Nikkei uh, Outpost Tales, which is a series you can watch on YouTube right now. Uh, like which is composed of very short little Nikkei animations, which I really think were interesting. I really think they did a good job with that, and I wanted to react to them in the future, together with a couple of other things I like. But the thing I wanted to comment on in regards to that is that like in that series, obviously, like it's an animated series with like voice acting and etc. It's essentially like a mini anime. But the thing that kind of upset me about it is that they didn't voice the commander. Now, obviously, in the game, the commander isn't voiced because, like, you're supposed to like self-insert, etc. It's a visual novel thing, but like in the animation, I was expecting them to give him a voice. There's like they did with something like Blue Archive, for example, but no, they skipped out on that. Like the commander, there are scenes on this animation on like Nikkei Outpost Tales where the commander is not just gesturing; he's clearly speaking and saying something. People are even commenting on what he is like speaking and on what he is like talking about, etc. And like you can't hear anything because like they really refuse to give this man a voice no matter what. And again, I kind of get it because they want to keep that whole like self-insert thing, but it's still kind of disappointing, especially because the commander isn't really a self-insert per se, because he is his own character with his own story and his own appearance. Like you can't really say, "Oh, the commander is literally me," like you can say with like Sensei before the anime, for example, because for a while now he's had like a canon appearance, like a canon personality, like a canon backstory, everything. You know, he is his own character. So I don't get it, honestly. Maybe it's just a company trying to save money and using this as an excuse. But yeah, it's kind of disappointed me a bit. I'm not gonna lie. But what did you guys think? Did you watch the Nikkei Outpost Tales? And if so, what did you think? What's kind of your view on it? From what I've seen, most of the fan base seems to have a very positive outlook on it. Okay, it's just that again. Okay, perfect. This should be good. Now here. I'm on my way from the convention I was at this weekend. Kind of like Kai's daily doodles for Arknights. If they want the mass appeal, why not just give him some generic voice, like generic anime voice or something? Don't make him sound like a twink though. They obviously you can't like expect anything from like Nikkei voice acting, unfortunately.
To me, you are my Elysium.
Because like we've seen some of the like absolute atrocities that can come from that, but I doubt they would give him like the voice of a twink, because for those of you who don't know, the commander is actually pretty jacked. Like it's kind of an important part of his character. Like it's not just an appearance thing, it's an important part of his character that he is 2 meters tall, pretty much. Like he's super tall, and he is jacked beyond belief. Like the commander is, from everything besides art style, pretty much built like a JoJo character.
Build you everything you need. Hope you put it to good use. Come again if you need anything.
Sorry, I just forgot to do like some of my dailies yesterday, and so like I'm going to start like soon. Okay, I just need to finish some things up here. But we're going to be starting the story itself in like pretty much right after I finish fighting this. Also a reminder, Shift Up is an AI company first, so they want to save money. Welcome to the stream, Generico Geronimo, but I don't know if this is true. Like, I know that it's a company that's very partial to AI. Like, I know that is true, but I don't know if saying that they are outright AI company is like a truth.
Of adventure.
Then I can see why all those Nikkes throw themselves at him. Yeah, he isn't like that fantasy of the guy that's unattractive, but every girl likes him. No, the commander is like literally super attractive.
Lay off the tongue, Bolt. Would you like to try our signature menu?
Now that I think about it, like most gacha main characters nowadays that they give a canon appearance are built to be like at least somewhat decent looking, if not just outright like handsome. Like for example, Sensei and Blue Archive, Wise, and obviously all the Hoyo protagonists, like Nikke's Commander. Heck, even like Girls from Line Commander and things like the administrator for Art Knight's Enfield. Like they're all like pretty attractive, you know? So they really aren't going for that whole like cliche of the unattractive dude somehow getting with a bunch of like really cute chicks. You know, they really are making an effort to make this at least somewhat believable. Though then again, like a lot of main protagonists in herons in general aren't really as unattractive as a lot of people exaggerate them as. Which is something I think I talked about before. Where's the self-insert MC for the chants? Okay, and now let's get into like the actual story. Like, let's get into this quickly because there are already like enough people here. Let's be real. To kind of recap before we like actually do the story, essentially like we just discussed, we like that both of the groups already like are together. Both Marciana's group and like the commanders like Pilgrims are like working together now. Their groups are joined, and they just discovered that the whole island that they're on is a giant like rapture.
Come on, let's go.
So again, just to give a small kind of recap on what's going on in the story right now.
Teacher, let's go have some dessert now.
Everything's dark. Yeah, okay. Did you watch the new milk montage Kizaki dropped? It was fun. I am not addressing that. But yeah, we're going to go through like some of the story, and then I'm going to get another like topic for us to talk about. We're going to keep alternating like that. The only light is coming from the lighthouse off in the distance. After a short while, Cinderella and Rappy emerge from the darkness and touch down.
We've assessed the situation. It may be hard to believe, but this island we're on right now is on top of a land eater.
We're on top of a land eater?
Yes. Though I suppose island eater may be more appropriate given the situation.
I saw a silhouette beneath the water surrounding the island's shoreline. This is just a guess, but I think it awoke, which caused the island to rise. I believe that was why the ground shook so much earlier.
So in other words, you're saying there's a rapture directly beneath this island?
That's correct.
Great. I knew it. I knew this wasn't just a...
Okay, but what do we do now? Like, we're directly on top of a rapture. Do we just, like, shoot down? Fuck, my least favorite part of this game. The voice act. Hey, come on. Like, the rest of the voice actresses aren't, like, doing too bad a job. It's just Siren that, But anyway, the tremors start again.
Commander, hold on tight to me.
What about everyone else? Little Mermaid quickly, stretches out her hand and creates bubbles.
Oh no! The bubbles aren't holding!
Little Mermaid loses her balance and stumbles.
Siren!
Cinderella instantly flies over and catches Little Mermaid.
Are you okay? Yeah, thank you, Cinderella. I'm more worried about my bubbles. They're becoming increasingly unstable. It's much worse than before. Do you think it has something to do with these tremors?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
It very well might.
So imagine you have a boat with a massive hole in the middle. Does the boat float or sink? Okay, I see your analogy, but still. Suddenly, the ground beneath us begins to tilt. As the ground tilts, Tia and Naga both lose their balance. Just as they are about to fall over,
Naga! Tia!
Marciana quickly throws herself in front of them. Taking both of their weight at once, she gets knocked back and slams hard into a rock.
Miss Marciana!
Are you okay? Are either of you hurt?
No, I'm alright.
I'm okay too, but... Miss Marciana...
All that matters is you're both safe. You don't need to worry about me. As a teacher at this school, there is very little I can do. I can't take exams for my students. Nor can I erase my own memory on behalf of those who get theirs reset. I don't have the ability or the authority to take responsibility for every student. All I'm supposed to do is teach from the curriculum provided, comfort students when they're discouraged, and watch over them. But I don't think that's right. That's not what a teacher is.
Maybe if they dig a hole deep enough, they can shoot the rapture. That's a good idea, actually. I actually got jump scared by that TD monster. Holy shit. Come on, man. We're in the middle of a serious situation. You can't be going like, being jump scared by TDs. Like, come on.
At least not to me. A teacher's responsibility is nothing so non-committal. I may not be able to personally protect every single student, but I will most definitely protect all who are within my reach. That is what I've decided my role is as a teacher. Don't worry. No matter what absurd or seemingly impossible test the school throws at you, right now, you're within my reach. So no matter what happens, I will protect you.
Miss Marciana?
Marciana wraps her arms around Tia and Naga. Okay, but let's talk about something before we proceed. Oh, this is a good one. Like, one thing I don't like about this event is a particular aspect of one of the characters, because I recently summoned for, like, Bikini Cinderella, essentially, right? And every time that like a character like gets an alternative version in Nikke, they quite a few of their lines, of their like Bond lines, generally talking about the fact that they got a new outfit. So they'll be like, oh, how do I look in this? Or does this look too weird on me? Blah blah blah, etc. Right? And that's fine, generally. Like 2-3 lines about their outfits out of like 20 makes sense. Especially because, yeah, generally these outfits are tied to like big events that are happening or are important to the characters or noticeable because in some way, shape or form. So that makes sense, right? But I swear, like, a few Nikkes have way too many lines about their outfits. It's like the authors ran out of like creativity and just said, you know what? Let's just have her like ask the commander about her new outfit like 5 to 10 times. It's annoying. And like unfortunately, I think Cinderella. I can't prove this objectively, but it feels like Cinderella is one of the characters that like has this problem, you know? And another problem with Cinderella that I've seen is that whenever we have a Bond line of this type, generally you have to decide between two options, which will affect the level of bonds that you get from a character. From like getting the full like bond by having the correct choice to getting like partial bond score for getting a wrong choice. But Cinderella is a character that not only in the terms of the outfits, but in terms of the bond lines, I feel they ran out of creativity because every choice is very obvious, you know? Every choice feels like, let me give you an analogy, let me give you kind of an illustrative example. It feels like this. Cinderella asks, oh, Commander, like, what do you think about Siren? Like, what do you think about my friends that I knew for like various years and that I love so much? Right? And your choices will be, she's a bitch and a whore and she doesn't deserve to live. That fucking asshole needs to kill herself. And the other will be, oh, Siren's actually really nice. I really like her. Like, oh geez, I wonder what the correct choice is. Like, it really feels like they ran out of creativity in a lot of ways when in regards to Cinderella's lines, and I don't know, it's just a bit disappointing. Broke, how's my outfit, Commander? Woke, how much do you want to take this off? Good one. The tremors finally subside. Is everyone okay? I look around. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like anyone is injured.
Are you alright, Cinderella?
I did not expect the Penguin Squad to be the first to speak, I'll be honest. That surprised me.
Yes, I'm fine.
Everything just started shaking out of nowhere. What happened?
I briefly explained the current situation to Grave and Mori.
We've been on top of an island eater this whole time? So what do we do?
That's exactly what we need to discuss.
Commander,
Yeah?
there's no need to draw this out any longer. Let's go eliminate the island eater right away. May I take the lead?
What's gotten into
You
you?
don't have to hide it anymore, Commander. You're here because this is another test, isn't it? The school sending us on a graduation trip never did make sense. I never should have agreed to come, let alone to bring students to such a dangerous location. I can't believe I was such a fool. But regretting my actions now won't change anything. What's done is done. I will take responsibility for this test and see things through. I assume eliminating the island eater is the condition for passing the test. So let's go get it done.
Marciana, you got it all wrong. Like I said before, I'm not an examiner. And this isn't a test either.
I see you're choosing to feign ignorance.
Oh my god, she's going full Alex Jones on me. Oh my god.
Very well. No matter. It doesn't change the fact that we need to eliminate the rapture beneath this island.
That is fair, too, honestly. As Marciana turns and starts to walk away, Cinderella grabs her by the arm.
Wait! We don't know anything about the Island Eater. We're not even sure where its core is. Do you really think you're going to defeat it by yourself?
I can locate the core using my drone.
I tried flirting with someone in real life and there were no dialogue options. Go figure.
I'm sure the Penguin Squad will help as well.
Ever since we arrived on this island, my bubbles have been unstable. And the tremors. Something doesn't feel right. Why don't we investigate a little more?
Pew, you forgot to turn it on in the settings. Good one.
You want to investigate more? How can all of you stay so calm in a situation like this? We're standing on top of a rapture right now. We've been lucky enough so far that no one's been hurt, but the ground could give way entirely and we could end up sinking into the sea.
Are you saying you're okay with going alone and never making it back?
Marciana says nothing and turns away again. Graves steps in front of her.
Please move.
No. Going in like this is reckless.
I said move.
I won't.
You listen to me.
Marciana tries to push Graves. Marciana, calm down. No one disagrees about taking down this rapture. But rushing in when we don't know anything is dangerous. That's all we're saying. Besides, it's already nighttime. Yeah, she's definitely being reckless here.
The lighthouse is lit. We can use its light.
Marciana.
Is there something we're missing? Does this penguin suit have some kind of hidden features? Like, if I press here, will it light up?
Rappy pokes Marciana.
Hey, watch your hands. This suit doesn't have anything like that.
We've got the time for at least a little more investigating, Penguin. Going in blind is only going to get someone hurt. You know that as well as we do.
I agree with Rappy. We should proceed with caution. For now, let's get some rest.
Then, look, Big Pew, I understand not liking the characters, but then, like, you don't need to be this hostile, Jesus. Now you're just straight up hating.
We can talk this over again in the morning.
Sounds like a plan. We're not going to make good decisions while we're exhausted. You're okay with that too, right, Marciana?
Yeah. Let's talk again tomorrow.
I don't know if this is just an impression of mine, but it feels like these chapters are a bit shorter than the ones in part 1. Maybe because in part 1 we were mostly like establishing things and stuff like that. The next day, thankfully there were no tremors during the night. Got it, don't go in raw, go in protect. I don't know why, but this reminds me of like a joke that I heard Zangado, which is a popular YouTuber around here in Brazil, right? Say when like it was a really old joke back when like the original Skyrim released back in like all the way back in 2011 for like for you to have an idea of how old this is. Like, because there were these enemies called the Falmer in, at least I think that's what they were called in the original Skyrim, that a lot of people said that like they must be sex crazy because there were so many of them. Like it felt like an infestation. And like he made this joke that like if you go and ask a Falmer if he uses protection, he'll be like, protection? Why? Do you, like, eat your candy with the wrapper? What the fuck? Why the fuck would I use protection? And that's why there were so many of them. Candy with the wrapper. Amazing. Anyway, moving on. Marciana had insisted on standing watch. And this morning, she looks like she stayed up the entire night. She didn't sleep at all, did she?
No. You can practically see the words "didn't sleep" written on her face. I told her to get some sleep before dawn, but she refused. Penguin number 2 looked cute standing next to her, so I let it slide.
That's pretty irresponsible, Rappy, not gonna lie.
Are you not going to check in on her? She's giving off a pretty clear "come talk to me" vibe.
Yeah, I was going to talk to her regardless. Rappy and I walk over to Marciana. You should have gotten some rest.
I did try, but I couldn't fall asleep. There was too much on my mind.
So, have you come to a decision?
There may not have been any tremors last night, but that doesn't mean the threat is gone. We have no idea when the ground will start shaking again. Now that the sun's up, there's no reason to hesitate any longer. We should move right...
Cinderella silently comes over and sits between Marciana and me.
Good morning, Prince. Do you mind moving over a little, Penguin? There's not much room.
You can sit on the other side.
But I'm on this side.
Marciana makes a little more room beside her.
Ping!
Penguin number 1 squeezes between Cinderella and me as if waiting for this moment. It then looks up at me and gives me a little grin.
Ping!
It's saying, I win.
Yeah, this penguin isn't beating the NTR allegations. Seriously, how do you understand it? Also, feel free not to interpret everything it says.
It seems you haven't changed your mind at all since last night, Marciana.
Of course I haven't. I don't see why I should.
May I ask why you're being so stubborn?
Because I am their teacher.
Big Pew, you really should become a doujin writer. You have a talent for this shit. Like, I'm not even kidding at this point.
My role is to quickly eliminate anything that poses a threat to the students. I cannot allow them to be in harm's way any longer.
Have you asked them how they feel?
What?
Did you ask your students what they want?
I am their guardian. Regardless of what they may want, I believe ensuring their safety is the highest priority. As such, their feelings are not terribly important.
I feel like that's a... I can see your point, but that's a bad way to be a guardian, Marciana. Like, you're going way too far in one direction, you know?
That's pretty harsh, Miss Marciana. You really don't think our feelings matter? Miss Marciana?
Tia and Naga step out from behind a nearby coconut tree. They walk over and stop in front of Marciana.
Naga, you've been listening?
Naga and Tia both nod.
I see. That will make this conversation easier. My decision hasn't changed. The plan is to eliminate the Island Eater. I'll use my drone and the Penguin Squad to locate and destroy its core. Ideally, the commander and the others will help, but if not, I'm going to do this on my own.
Miss Marciana, that's way too reckless.
As for you two, you will both stay here.
What? Wait a second. Are you really not going to ask us?
Ask you what?
What Cinderella mentioned earlier. Ask us what we want.
Yeah, we're involved in this too. I know you're trying to protect Naga and me, but...
You're both still students who haven't graduated yet. As your teacher, I'm responsible for making important decisions like this.
I mean, again, I get her point, but you can't be so, like, overbearing that, like, you don't listen to your students. Like, yeah, what she's doing is important, but I feel like the story's point is going to be that she's going too far with it, which I definitely agree.
Right now, I believe your safety matters more than what you want. I will protect you.
Are you saying you don't have faith in us?
It has nothing to do with having faith. This is my responsibility.
Miss Marciana, why are you acting like this?
What do you mean exactly that it sucked, Big Pew? Why was it not good, in your view? But yeah, I think it's time for, like, another topic before we continue. What is this? what I'm trying to find an interesting topic here. Just hold on a bit. Uh no, not this one. This one is just oh, there's this one. Should I talk about this one though? Uh okay. Do you guys know Pipkin Pipa? Like the VTuber, like the pink rabbit VTuber that has gotten like that has gotten somewhat controversial for being like edgy. Do you know her or no? Because again, I'm going to need to kind of get an idea as to how well known she is before I continue with this topic. The tension in the air is palpable. As soon as I start to move to step in, I feel a hand on my shoulder. Cinderella stops me and shakes her head. I nod in understanding and I keep watching.
It's okay, Naga.
No, Tia, we've held back long enough. It's time to speak up.
I'm pretty sure, like, it's spelled like this, but I could be wrong. But it's something at least close to it. If you put this on a search bar, it's likely going to, like, get you the correct result.
Why are you suddenly so worried about us, Miss Marciana? You've never been like this when we've taken tests in the past. If anything, it was the opposite. You were always completely calm when you supervised us.
The situation right now is completely different. Up until now, I've always known what kind of tests you were taking. There were clear objectives, but this time, we know nothing. Everything is uncertain, which means we need to be even more careful.
Is it really all that different? To me, it's almost the same. You know how it is with students at our school? We risk our lives every time we go up to the surface for a test. So whether it's on the surface or on this island, we're still risking our lives. It's the same thing.
Also, we haven't even confirmed that this is a test yet. We really might be here on a graduation trip. So,
You need to start taking this seriously.
huh?
We are taking it seriously. Up until now, we've taken tons of dangerous tests and made it through who knows how many close calls. You're the one who's been there the whole time watching over us. So, how can you say all these things?
Okay, seems like most people know her, so I'll be talking about, like, Pipa, after the scene ends.
You just said it yourself. It's precisely because I've been there with you, watching over you, that I can't just back down this time. As your teacher, I want the two of you to graduate more than anyone.
Why don't you get it? We want to make the most of our time here. We understand everything you're saying, Miss Marciana. We know how much you care about us and want to protect us. But we might never get to have an experience like this again. So we just want to enjoy our graduation trip as much as we can. Whether or not this is a test, it's still kind of a vacation. We get that you're just trying to protect us, but honestly, it feels pretty suffocating.
Suffocating. Is that right?
To be more specific, we can't really tell if what you're doing is for us or for yourself.
That's a really good point. Again, it's nothing like mind-blowing, but it's always interesting, like, when stories tackle this, because, yeah, I've experienced this, like, even personally. Sometimes you can, like, do something with the intent to help someone else, but at the end of the day, like, given that that person doesn't want that, hasn't asked for it, or maybe is even against it, even if you do it for the sake of someone else, it can still be selfish. I really like when they tackle this in fiction, because it's a theme that unfortunately I've seen myself in the middle of sometimes, you know? Can be really easy to get caught up in like your own world and forget that if you're doing some things for someone else, that you should maybe listen to what they want, you know?
Nothing's happened yet, and no one's been hurt. Rather than worrying about everything that could possibly happen, I think we'd appreciate it more if you helped us enjoy our graduation trip together. If something dangerous happens, we'll deal with it. Of course, we'll make sure to be careful so that you don't have to worry.
Even so,
Just then. More tremors.
You two, over here!
Marciana reaches a hand towards Tia and Naga. Tia knocks it out. Damn!
Tia, Naga, don't miss Marciana. That's enough already. We don't want to be protected anymore.
Thankfully, the tremors stopped soon after. But the atmosphere's tenser than
Let's
ever.
go, Tia.
Okay.
Tia follows behind Naga.
Wait! It's okay, Marciana. I'll go after them.
Little Mermaid follows after them. Okay. So, my problem with, like, Pippa is that, like, it's always been like this to some extent. I always thought that her opinions were hit and miss, but, it's just been straight misses recently. Like, from her take, like, I think it all started with her, liking Joker 2, right? She had this whole take about, how Joker 2 was a masterpiece and how everyone was wrong. And how the criticism was stupid, etc. And keep in mind, she had only seen like Joker 2 up until this point. She hadn't seen the original. So she was saying all this shit without even being aware of the first movie, right? That's where it started. Then she went on like this whole like normie rants about like anime fan service, how Heron and like Ecchi and genres like that are all like pretty much trash. How like there's more like in-your-face fan service is all bad, and that like something more subtle, more tasteful like is better, like all that normie shit, right? And like has if to try to compensate, as if to try too hard to go against the normie allegations for these opinions, she then went and said that like Ghibli movies are all like what did she call them? Some kind of slop, right? So you get the point I'm saying, right? It's just been L after L after L. People's opinions recently just feel like it's all just the most complete garbage possible. Oh, I just remember another one. She like was talking about how like money is like the point of life. How like the purpose of life, the purpose of living is to get money. And like her friends were even worried about her, saying that, oh no, you're confusing things. Like, yes, you need to like earn money to live, but like that shouldn't be the purpose of your life. You should do that to fulfill your base needs, but you should have some more purpose besides just material. And no, she just kept going on and on about how no, like because of how the world works, like your point in life, the point of being alive is to earn money. Like, you get the point I'm saying? Like, Pippa recently feels like she's just been like giving out L after L after L, like just a string of bad opinions. It's been pretty like hilarious to see, honestly. You know, maybe if this was a couple years ago and I was a full-on fan of her, this might have been like sad, but now it's just kind of funny to see like all these terrible opinions, like back to back to back, honestly. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about mostly. Little Mermaid runs after Tia and Naga.
Wait!
Tia and Naga stop when they hear Little Mermaid's voice.
Are you both okay?
Siren.
Honestly, I'm not at all okay. Part of me wonders if I was too harsh, but another part of me doesn't think what I said was wrong.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I've never spoken to Miss Marciana like that before. I feel kinda relieved, but also uneasy.
I heard what you said, and I don't think you were too harsh. You were just being honest about how you feel.
Yeah, I know. Still, I keep thinking about the look on Miss Marciana's face. It was like... I'm not even sure how to describe it. Like the whole world was ending. I've never seen her look like that before.
Yeah, that's been bugging me too.
Why do you think Marciana was acting like that?
I really don't know. That's what makes it so frustrating. She won't tell us anything. But one thing I'm sure of is that wasn't the Miss Marciana we know.
This is just a thought, but do you think the anxiety's just gotten to be too much for her to handle?
Yeah, I agree with Tia here. I think that's exactly what's happening.
She looked like she was completely consumed by it.
Agreed. She seemed very uneasy from the moment I first met her, but I could tell she wanted to protect you, even in the middle of all that. That much was clear. That's how strong those feelings of hers are, and how much the two of you mean to her. Of course, I'm sure you already know that.
You bet we do.
You know, she could be right. This might be a test. Tia and I actually thought the same thing before we left, so we were a little worried ourselves.
But once we got on the boat and saw the ocean, it started to feel like we were really on vacation. And we got all excited. Finally getting to see lizards in real life was so amazing too.
Yeah, we just started wanting to believe this was really a vacation. Actually, that's not quite right. It stopped mattering whether this is a test or not. I think we just wanted to enjoy our time here.
Given what they usually go through, like, I really can't blame them.
Yeah, exactly. This may be the only chance we ever get to see the ocean, especially together with Miss Marciana. Once we graduate, we probably won't see her anymore. That's why I was hoping we could make some great memories here. I was a little sad when she didn't seem to get that.
Also, I was sad that she didn't seem to have faith in us. Even if this really is a test, we're prepared to do whatever it takes to get through it. Just like we always have. But then, she suddenly just started treating us like little kids. I don't know what to say. It's hard.
I completely agree.
I'm sure the things you're feeling got through to her. You did exactly what you should have done. You were honest about how you feel, and Marciana listened. Now it's her turn. She probably needs some time on her own to think.
Yeah, sometimes you just need time. I guess the same goes for us, huh?
Yeah.
Well, if we've got time, we should probably investigate the island a bit more. There was another tremor earlier, right? And you said your bubbles becoming unstable might be connected to it somehow.
Oh, you'd be willing to help find out why?
We're friends now, right? Of course we'll help. And anyway, it's something that affects all of us.
Thank you, Tia.
Plus, as Miss Marciana said, we're on top of a rapture right now. We've got to do something about it. It's a little hard to fully enjoy your vacation, knowing there's a rapture right under you.
Thank you, Naga. Should we take a look around here first, then?
Sure. We can try to find some lizards while we're at it.
Let's try not to get too distracted.
In a breeze all day, somewhere by the ocean.
Sorry that I'm not talking much. It's mostly because of the voice acting and me just not having too much to say about the story.
The air is salty and restless, like all the worlds we never met. Talking long after the sunset, making excuses just to stay. The tracks look straight.
Everyone in this story is too reasonable and understandable. Can they add a Takumi to this or something? Come on, man, like, can't we just appreciate a story with intelligent characters? Like, I don't think we need, like, a Takumi on everything.
The shore, 'cause once more, just like before, how the days we spent together
I think I already talked about this. Like, no, I haven't actually. Okay, I think this is a good one. Do you guys know about, like, well, this is a good picture to start talking about stuff. Do you guys know about the, like, eye racism test? Since this kind of like just a personal description of what it is and not the actual name, because I don't know the actual name. Oh, hello, Akira. You came at a good time. We're already going to start like what's the name? Another topic. Essentially, there's this like theory that because there is racism based on like like the color of someone's skin, right? But there's also like a level of like some discrimination that some people have like made based on the color of someone's eyes. Like there's I don't know where it comes from, but apparently there's this chart that based on the color of your eyes, like that should decide your place in society, essentially. Like if you have more orange, like brown eyes, so more clear brown eyes, for example, you're in the middle. Like you're supposed to be like a merchant or like a manager or something like that. If you have A10 eyes, like those pure blue eyes, you're supposedly like a scholar, like someone who will change the world, who will move society like forward, you know, that kind of thing. Wait, I got it now. Yeah, A10. Let me read it for you guys. Like I can't put it on screen right now, I don't think, but I can put it, like, I can read it for you guys. A10 are men destined to define eras and change history, who will be remembered for millennia to come. A40, A20, and A50 are philosophers, kings, explorers, and inventors. A17, A30, A60, D10, and C20, influential artists, writers, and generals. D30, C40, C30, D34, D20, and D60 are officers, officials, diplomats. And like essentially if you have more like greenish, like but that's more like dirty greenish, or like more brownish, you know what, I'm just going to go over the numbers. D37, D50, D40, T07, T15, T20, T10, and T17 are middle management, soldiers, and craftsmen. T40, T30, various colors or various shades of T30 and T40 are manual laborers, peasants, and street merchants. And like every shade of T50 is untouchable, sanitation workers and street sweepers. Somewhat of a travesty. Is he talking about the Nazi eyes? I didn't know it came from like Nazis, but like yeah, I'm talking about like the eye racism test. Also, welcome to the stream. And you know what's funny about like the whole like eye racism test? Obviously, like I'm not doing like some type of reverse discrimination, right? I'm not saying anything that like some people are like all people are like this or like that, but it's just funny to me that pretty much every person with 8-10 eyes that I've seen, which are supposed to be these men that will define eras and change history, are special, you know, while I'm pretty well off. Like I'm not like super rich, but I am like living like in a pretty good situation, like life situation, and I'm T50. Like I have actual like T50 eyes, so apparently, like supposedly I should be an untouchable sanitation worker. Very, very funny how things work, right? But anyway, moving on. Oh, there's another one that's good to talk about, but we'll get to that later. Anyway. A great pick. Since you just got done shitting on people, do you have any hot takes? Depends. Like I do have some, but like it depends on what exactly do you mean. Yeah. I don't have blue eyes, so I'm doomed to work at McDonald's. Fuck my chud life. Imagine these people dating. Ooh, she looks so beautiful. Wait, her eyes are brown. So Skyba's GF allowed in Agartha, apparently so. But yeah, there's whoever, this isn't taken seriously by most people nowadays, thankfully. But it's funny to imagine, like Big Pew said, like how it is like actually taking this seriously. What did he talk about, people? I said that essentially her recent takes have all been ass. Essentially, like her liking Joker 2. To her saying that like Ghibli movies are all slop, to her opinions on fan service and herons, to like what's the name? To her saying that like money should be or is like the point of like life. Like pretty much all of people's recent takes have been ass. And that's what I was talking about mostly. As in hot take, I mean, I think you think we will disagree with. Oh, I already know like one that you all will disagree with. Like I can pull it right now actually. But hold that for like 30 minutes because I want to get mad about what you say. And my speech to texting sucks. Okay, so we'll be holding off on that. Yeah. But before we get to anything, let's get to the story. Marciana stares at the ground, looking completely crestfallen.
It looks like your students really hurt your feelings.
You can tell?
It's written all over your face.
Penguin number 1 stops clinging to Cinderella and walks over to Marciana, then pats her in the back.
Bang.
Are you that worried about your students?
Yes. What if they don't know what direction to go after they graduate? What if they get lost and wander through life all alone?
What do you mean she got tired of playing the character, Akira? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm always worried about that. Never mind. I'm sorry. Forget I said anything.
Wandering around in life isn't always a bad thing, you know.
Yeah, the Joker 2 take was definitely like the worst one, especially because, as I mentioned, she hadn't even watched the first Joker when she said that. And yeah, I agree with Cinderella here to talk a bit about the story. Like, I was talking to my mom about this essentially, but no one knows like what the right path in life truly is, you know? Like, nobody knows like what you should do, like what's going to get success, what's necessarily going to fail. We like have our experiences and we can draw information from that, but no one can really know the future. And so while worrying about this is good, like sometimes just wondering, just trying different things, just trying to advance in your own way is also like important to life, you know? So I definitely agree with Cinderella here.
What?
Horrifying, your favorite VTuber could be a normie in disguise. A lot of them are, unfortunately. It's not even something I get surprised about anymore.
Sometimes you wander, maybe even for a long time. But eventually, you find your way to where you're meant to be.
True.
So I don't think you need to be so anxious and afraid.
I suppose so.
They're graduating, right? What happens to students after they graduate?
Once they complete their final test and pass the evaluation, they're assigned to squads, is what I've been told. The truth is, I've never had a student who's graduated, so I don't really know. I only know that they'll be assigned their own duties.
She felt like she was pretending for a long time. All corporate VTubers are pretending to some extent, it's not really a secret. I feel like all performers, like no matter if they're corporate or indie, are pretending to some extent, including me. Like, I'll be honest. If that's what you're referring to, like, yeah, obviously, like, we're all putting up a show here. Like, sometimes I can get more, like, real, and I can, like, show more sides of myself, you could say, that I generally don't show. But it's just a thing about performers, is that, like, we're not, we're obviously not, like, fully honest, or I guess we're not our full selves here. We're putting on a show at the end of the day. We can talk about some more personal or like some more like things from the heart, and we can be sincere, obviously, but at the end of the day, this is still a performance in a way, you know? So I can understand that feeling. Then, okay.
That all sounds pretty normal. Is there something wrong with that?
Okay. Yeah, you just gotta do what makes you happy and you can see a future in. Exactly. So of course, kind of a mixed thing. They aren't playing a character 24/7. That's also true for streamers in general. Exactly, yeah.
It's not
Again, I'd
that.
say performers in general.
I just don't believe they're ready yet.
Who? Naga and Tia?
Yeah, and there's no guarantee that students who graduate will be given normal duties. If they graduate with a high GPA, that could be reason enough for them to be experimented on. Or they might be expected to do something completely irrational. Or maybe, when I think about things like that, I sometimes feel it'd be better if they just stayed in school. When they're at school, they're at least within my reach, so I can help them.
Yeah, she's stepping the line here. She's going over the line and, like, definitely being more than a teacher and, like, it's more of a helicopter parent, actually.
Marciana, maybe you're not ready either.
What?
You said yourself that you've never had a student graduate, which means you don't know what happens afterwards. And since you don't know what kind of future awaits them, it sounds like you're afraid of letting them go. Or rather, of saying goodbye.
True.
I'm in a similar situation right now, so I understand the feeling. We're on our way to find 2 of our other squad mates. I'm anxious because I don't know what state they're in right now.
I didn't think someone like you would ever feel anxious.
Of course I do. Siren told me these 2 squad mates were no longer on our side. But I don't want to just avoid them. I want to know what they're thinking, what kind of situation they're in. I want to talk to them and see for myself. If, after we talk, we still don't see eye to eye, if we have no choice but to part ways, then I still want us to say goodbye in a meaningful way. Because they mean so much to me. Obviously, I'd rather it not come to that. But whether by your own choice or someone else's, there can come a time when you have to let someone go.
For me, I think...
Don't decide right away. What we need to do right now is learn more about the Island Eater. Once we understand it better, we'll know how to deal with it. It's the same with your feelings. Only then will you be able to make a decision you won't regret.
Take my time and examine how I feel.
That's right. Don't rush. You don't have to protect your students all by yourself. We'll help you. We're much stronger than you think.
Okay. Okay, that's a good one.
We can buy you enough time to sort out your feelings.
Cinderella. Thank you. I'll take some time to think things over.
Good. You're making the right decision. Now then, shall we get going?
Sure.
Cinderella and Marciana start walking away. Having watched the whole conversation from a distance, Rappy and I stand up and follow after them. Damn, we're just a bunch of peeping Toms this whole event, huh? Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised you didn't chime in.
I could say the same for you.
They seem to be caught up in their own little world. I never saw an opening.
Yeah, same here. Where are Mori and Grave, by the way? Penguin number 3 disappeared too.
Grave and Mori went back to investigate around the beach. Penguin number 3 followed them. It seems to enjoy watching them train. Considering the circumstances, I think we should investigate on our own for now.
Sounds good.
In a breeze all day.
Anyway. It's of course kind of a mixed thing. They aren't playing character 24/7, but okay. True, but indies are a bit more free to be themselves since there are less things shackling you, besides YouTube's TOS and the almighty algorithm, of course. Although I would say FaZe gets their gives, I think you meant. Their VTubers, no, you meant, although I would say FaZe lets their VTubers be a little more wild than most other VTuber companies out there. Don't remember well, but I think there are times they openly disagree with Sakana. It feels like they are very close to their CEO. In a way, it's rare to see in other companies. It's kinda sweet to see. True, yeah. Nothing new about that. The major problem is when a streamer decides to change personality, especially to a normie one. Thank you, Cinderella. I'm now going to leave my 5 children. This is time to let them go. They're all 8. Oi, Big Pew, you're taking her lessons way too far. Hey, don't forget to bring back the milk. Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, before we continue, I feel like it's time for like another subject. And to continue on the misogyny train from like yesterday, let's talk about like women's football. Because like I'm sorry, I haven't seen this in any other sport, you know? Like for some reason, specifically women's football, that's always like a disgrace. Because like a team of female athletes losing to a team of male athletes is no shame, right? Like at least in terms of physical like conditioning, men have a lot more like advantages than women in this regard. So it makes sense, right? Like again, it's no shame for a female team to lose to a male team, but female soccer specifically, just like it feels like they're really trying to be the biggest disgrace possible. Because female soccer teams don't just lose to men, no, they lose to boys. Like professional female soccer teams have multiple times now lost to like teams of 13 to 14-year-old boys, by the way. And as if this wasn't bad enough, there was even like a recent game where a professional like female soccer team lost to God, it's so ridiculous that I barely like believe like I'm saying it, but they lost to the Paralympic men's team. Like there were literally a bunch of dudes in crutches who fell to the ground the minute they kicked the ball, and like the female team like still lost to those guys. Like it genuinely feels like female soccer in general, because it's not a thing of one team another team. Like it just feels like whoever like I don't know what's causing it. I don't know what's causing all these female soccer teams to all be ass. But like it's almost comical how ass female soccer is. Like bro, like what again, like losing to men, no issue. Losing to boys, embarrassing. Losing to the fucking Paralympic team, bruh. Someone needs to train this woman better, bro. Like physical differences like have stopped being an explanation. This is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. I noticed that barely any training and money is invested in female football. The problem is that this is a kind of, to be more serious for a moment, this is a kind of vicious cycle, right? Female football isn't like very popular, so a lot of people don't watch it, so it gets less funding than male football. As a result, there is no money like invested in like training and like equipment, making like female football even more ass, making it so that people continue not to watch it, making it so that it continues not to get funding, and it just goes like that. But even if they had money, like a lot of people need to understand that you can't just throw money at a problem and solve it. Like if the money isn't going to the right places, or if the money like isn't doing what it's supposed to be, or if there's corruption, or if the problem is like simply not solvable by money, because a lot of because there are a lot of problems that you can't just solve by putting more money into things, then this is just not going to work, you know. So like there is this point to consider, the whole like vicious cycle thing. But on the other hand, like, it's not just because, like, let's say they gained the funding that they needed. It's not like a guarantee that suddenly, like, this situation will reverse, because there are some issues that genuinely just can't be solved by just throwing more money into it, you know? So, again, to be serious about this for a moment, like, this is my take on things. But anyway. By the time the sun begins to set, everyone who had gone out to investigate gradually gathered back at the beach. Now that we're all here...
Everyone, take a look over there.
What is it?
Oh, wow.
The boat that had been out at sea is now beached on the shore.
So the island's risen up?
Which would make the water recede, leaving the boat stranded on the beach.
So it seems.
I checked the boat. There's no damage, but we won't be able to use it unless the island sinks back down.
We're actually stranded on the island?
Don't worry too much. I'm sure we'll figure something out. Should we all share what we found first?
Yeah, let's do that.
Marciana looks over at Tia and Naga. As soon as she looks away, Tia and Naga glance over at her.
We investigated around the lighthouse. The light was still on. There was something different that I noticed, though. I'm not sure why. But the closer I got to the lighthouse, the more unstable my bubbles became.
So it's not just something about the islands, about the lighthouse specifically. Interesting.
We followed the shoreline and observed the waves. We discovered they weren't coming toward the island. They were going out from it. And at regular intervals.
We noticed that too.
Yeah. Standing on a surfboard made it easy to tell which way the waves were moving.
We'll need to look into it further, but I think the Island Eater might be emitting something that's causing it. I also think that's why Siren's bubbles have been unstable.
She mentioned her bubbles became even more unstable near the lighthouse. There might be more clues there. Good work today, everyone. Let's get some rest and get back to it tomorrow.
I'll stand watch again tonight.
By yourself?
Yeah, I'll stay up again.
You stood watch all of last night, Penguin. You must be tired. You should get some sleep for tomorrow.
I'll be okay. With things as they are right now, I doubt I could sleep anyway. It'd be better for me to stand watch.
I usually don't watch football, but I believe the teenage match is the one showing a short by Crashing Myths, right? 10 out of 10 rage bait. I'm not talking about just one, there were multiple of these, and I didn't see them on a like YouTube channel. I saw them on like the news, like there was an actual article. You know? Again, this isn't something that just occurred once. But anyway, no, I think this problem can 100% be solved by money. Because, like, there's no way your strategy sucks so hard that you're losing to a team headed by someone who's probably getting paid $5. Okay. I think I get what you mean. Like, if more like not every problem can be solved with money, but you believe that this problem specifically can, because like it's not just about the players, it's about the strategy of the coach, and if they invested more into that, then maybe things like would have been better. Like, yeah, I can see your point. Yeah, losing to the Paralympic team actually had me there. Anyway,
I hope you understand.
All right, but you're switching with me partway through. Consider it a compromise.
All right. Thank you.
after everyone falls asleep, Marciana sits alone by the shore and stares out at the ocean. She listens to the sounds of the waves.
You said yourself that you've never had a student graduate, which means you don't know what happens afterwards. And since you don't know what kind of future awaits them, it sounds like you're afraid of letting them go. Or rather, of saying goodbye.
Saying goodbye. Oh, you all came.
I swear, these penguins always like cut through the tension like a hot knife. Jesus Christ.
Thanks for your concern. I'm all right.
Ping! Ping, ping!
You're right. I need to have a proper talk with them. But first, I need to take a look at my own feelings and face my fears.
Ping!
Talk to them tomorrow, then.
Sure. I promise I'll talk with them tomorrow. So for now, please give me some time. I need to figure out how I feel.
Marciana doesn't move from where she's seated for a long time. The next day, Marciana heads off somewhere as soon as the sun's up. A little while later, Marciana, Tia, and Naga all stop at the same time as they see each other. The sound of the waves seems unusually loud. No one can bring themselves to speak first. After a long while,
Naga? Tia?
Miss Marciana?
Miss Marciana.
they all start to speak at almost the same time.
Oh,
God, this is awkward. After another awkward silence,
You go first, Miss Marciana.
no, you two go first.
No, it's okay. You can go first.
About yesterday, I was being really stubborn. I kept telling myself I was right and refused to listen to either of you. I'm sorry.
Miss Marciana.
Honest, I still haven't stopped worrying. The fact that the two of you are in this dangerous situation because of me, and the fact that we still don't know how to deal with the Island Eater, it's all still weighing on me. So I'm not saying we'll do everything your way. But I also won't try to make decisions on my own like I did yesterday.
You mean...
Yes. I think we need to learn more about the Island Eater for now. I am guessing it suddenly awoke. But as to how that happened, and why it's staying here specifically, and whether there are any other dangers, these are all things we need to figure out. Once we're done investigating, I'd like to hear what you two think, as well as all the others. And then we can all make a decision together. Does that sound okay?
Of course it does.
I'm good with that.
I want you to have faith in us, Miss Marciana. We'll be okay, no matter what happens. That goes for both Tia and me, but also for you.
That's right. You're not alone. We're gonna do all we can, too.
I see. Okay, thank you. Both of you.
In a breeze all day, somewhere by the ocean.
okay. My legs. Hello, evil bookman. Welcome to the stream. Actually, it's a good time you arrived because we're already going to start a new topic. Big Pio asked me to wait, and I'm pretty sure he is already like back to being able to use his hands, that he's not like driving anymore. So we're going to like finally get to this topic, right? That I've been meaning to cover for like a long time. Because like I posted this, and like I feel like this was a really hot take because a lot of people like they disagreed with me. They said that oh no, this meme is wrong, and like there is truly like an appeal to characters that wear more like clothes, that like the outfits aren't like so revealing, and so like this is a bad meme, right? Oh, too late, Big Pew. I'm sorry. You're going to have to react to it like after I'm done talking about it then. Because this and now I already started and this is too like important a topic. But the people I was commenting about, the people I was talking about with this meme, are specifically people that like go out of their way to like, because there are people who genuinely like, as much as I uh clown on them, for example, like Arknights fans are people I genuinely believe like just like something more modest. They genuinely think that it's more attractive. But a lot of people, I feel like they just hate fan service and just say that oh no, the outfit that covers more looks better, just to be contrarians, right? And like there was a specific comment mentioning like Nikkei when I posted this that I think like gets the idea pretty well, because when people were seeing some of the designs, the censored like designs that the Chinese version got, like they unironically said that, oh no, those designs are like much better than the ones we have like back in like the Western server. Like they should implement those designs here. And keep in mind that the designs they are referring to aren't even the kinds of things that you can excuse. Like, for example, Azure Lane. Like, a lot of Azure Lane's, like, more censored designs are genuinely, like, pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say they're better than the more fan service counterparts, but they're good because, like, the people who make those designs actually put passion into it. They're not just censoring, like, for the sake of like publishing it somewhere else and being done with it. They're having fun with the thing. They're like, okay, so we need to censor, let's try to at least be creative. Let's try to not ruin the design. Let's see how we can make this design interesting, even while covering more skin. Which is why some like censor designs, such as like the one for like pre-Zildjian, like for example swimsuit, her bikini in the Chinese version, or like I forget her name, but the green-haired like lolly that is a submarine, the green-haired submarine lolly. A lot of people like those sensor designs, and although I don't agree, I think it's valid, you know, because like I said, Azure Lane actually puts like effort into making those sensor designs actually like interesting. They actually put effort into making sure there's still like good designs that are simply compliant with the like censorship requirements of China. They don't just put like black shorts under like a bikini and are done with it. But with Nikkei, like Nikkei's like sensor designs, it pretty much is just that. Like for example, I think the most emblematic example of this was from like the bunny version of you know what, we're at the beginning of the chapter, like let's
in a breeze all
I'll just show you guys.
somewhere by the ocean.
Where is she? Where is she? Let me find her. It's not going to take too long, I promise. Okay. Like for example, like the bunny suit version of Mary, right? In the Chinese version, not only is this like more transparent bit like covered, it's actually like the same color as the rest of the bunny suit, but the bunny suit actually extends, covering more of her chest, and like it covers like her whole ass too. The bunny suit is pretty much turned into shorts, and you see those exposed parts here, like this gap between the like bunny suit and the thigh-high. It's all covered in like the same material as the bunny suit. They essentially just extend it and make it into shorts. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Okay, let me try this again. Sorry, it's just because like I had the meme to explain. But yeah, essentially, like with Mary, right? This like more transparent part is like covered, like it's the same material as the rest. The bunny suit is blue. A lot more of the boobs or the cleavage is covered, and like you see this gap between like the bunny suit and the thigh-high. It's all covered. Essentially, they extend the bunny suit in order for it to cover like a lot of her legs and make it into like shorts, right? And a lot of people were unironically saying that this hack job, this like thing that essentially just ruins the design, and that it's pretty much just the laziest shit ever, is like, oh no, this design is so much better. Like, I would definitely have bought the costume if it was like that. Like, it genuinely feels like people who just hate fan service and who are just looking at any excuse to try to say, oh no, like it would be better if the fan service was taken away, if they were wearing more clothes, no matter like how bad those like sensory designs are. And it's like that you can tell that they don't actually like the more cover design. They don't actually like care for the more modest design and think it's generally better. No, they just hate fan service, and it doesn't matter. They're like more cover design could literally replace it with her wearing like a sack, right? A literal sack of potatoes, and these people would still be like, oh yeah, but the sensor design is so much better. Because again, they generally just hate fan service. And it's those people that I'm talking about with this meme. It's these people that I'm commenting on. Because it just feels like a bunch of drones. You know, it just feels like a bunch of like anti-fan service people who like want to seem more reasonable, who want to say that, oh no, I just like it because like I genuinely think that the design looks better with more clothes on. No, it's just people who hate fan service and would like literally anything that would take it away, you know? That's what I was commenting about. But it was still like a hot take. Like, even with this explanation, like a lot of people got offended or like they disagree with me because they thought I was simply talking about people who prefer like more modest designs, that I was just clowning on like the Arknights people again, for example. Which, like, I am. Obviously, I never miss an opportunity to clown on Arknights people, but on this case specifically, that was not like what I was talking about. I was referring to another phenomena. So yeah, that was like my hot take and something I wanted to like tackle for a while too.
Come on, let's go.
Now let's go back to advancing through the story.
That concludes today's lesson.
Like all the worlds we never met. Talking long after the sunset.
Okay, now let me address the comments and then we'll continue. Okay. Yo, they should make, they made up. They should make out now. Anyway, more clothes is different from looks better. Your clothes have to actually be fire. Did you see Marciana's censor version? They put her in the bodysuit and kept the bikini. Yeah, but that was more like for the... No, but you still have like a point because that one is less egregious because like I saw some people who I genuinely believe like just thought that that was design was like better or like good as well, and I can at least see their points. But yeah, like I think you can see what I'm referring to, that like a lot some people genuinely like more modest designs, but a lot of people are just anti-fan service and trying to hide it, you know? And that was who we were talking about. I'm surprised you didn't mention Pyra and Mitra for the good censorship examples. I have a hot take on that, is that because like I get why some people think it's good censorship, and I do agree that like they did a good job there. They didn't just ruin the design, they actually thought of a way to, like I said, make it interesting as well while complying with the regulations. But in their case, I just have to like hard disagree with people on a subjective level, because I genuinely just believe that like the original designs are better. I can see people's points when they say that, oh no, like the stockings, like the, what's the name, the pantyhose makes it sexier, but I just don't agree. I like the original design. Seca patat, a burka. The worst part is they love to infect any fandom focused on fan service, and that's that's the problem too. Like, because those people can never just go to their own spaces. They are invaders by nature. Like the Yuri people too. Like I said, there are actually like gacha games focusing on Yuri, but no, like these parasites need to invade gacha games that are clearly focused on more of a like male audience, like NIKKE or Blue Archive or like Zenless Zone Zero, instead of playing like Heaven Burns Red or like there was another one but I forget the name. Like those parasites can't just support what they claim to like. No, they need to invade other spaces, you know? It's the same thing with the anti-fan service people. They could easily just go play like Ark Knights or like Honkai Star Rail or like Limbus Company or any of these like more modest gacha games. Well, Honkai Star Rail more comparatively modest, but you get the point. But no, they have to invade like communities full of fan service in order to shit on it. Like these people have games for themselves, but they would rather like stay on the ones that clearly don't want them and complain about it, instead of just consuming content that literally was made for them. It's infuriating. Because if this content didn't exist, like they would have a point, because they could say like, oh no, we like gacha games, but like we don't like the fan service. We kind of like the other aspects, but we endure this one to be able to enjoy it overall. And I could understand that if they didn't have like genuine options for themselves, but they do. They actually do, and they just refuse to take it because they're parasites by nature. But anyway, moving on. I mean, it's a mild Bobby sauce, mild Bobby sauce hot take. It depends, like you mentioned. Speaking of which, the Vita version of Blue Reflection got an update for its nude mod recently. Ooh, nice. Always snorting ASMR. There's too much dust in his library. Nah, dude, that Marciana one is horrendous. Like, why even wear a bikini at that point? I seen an edit that actually made it, Oh, hello there, Merlin. The stream started about like an hour and a half ago. But anyway, there's an edit that people made of the Marciana one, which essentially just made her like slingshot bikini into an actual like one-piece swimsuit. And I thought that would have been like a genuinely like better way to censor it. But then if people like they actually didn't. But then if they actually like did that, people might start asking, oh, why can't we have like that as an alternate costume, that kind of stuff. So I think that was made shitty on purpose, because like that wasn't even for like the Chinese version, that was just for like a showcase on YouTube. But yeah, I think you get my point. She looks like she's Superman. I'm grabbing my pitchfork. Never mind, he had a subjective. Okay, counterpoint, liberal. She had tights now. Oh man, and now ZZZ will have a collab with Honkai Star Rail. Man, those plagues will be reading this entire event. Oh, don't worry, like Generico Geronimo, they're already reading. Like, if you go on social media right now, you can already see people like complaining that, oh no, our wholesome Chungus game is collabing with borderline CP or whatever. It's annoying. Toho Lost World, though, two. Although only one of the self-inserts is a girl. Yeah, the game has two, technically 3-player self-inserts. It's complicated. Lost World just be doing shit. Anyway, let's continue the event. Alright, so to summarize. Right now, we're on an island sitting on top of the island eater. So the tremors are becoming more frequent, so we need to figure out both the cause and a solution.
Currently, our only guess as to the cause is that the island eater awoke. As for a solution, what do you think about trying to communicate with it?
Rappy, has you fucking lost your mind? What the hell are you talking about?
It's been surprisingly peaceful so far. We may be able to reason with it.
Rappy, shut the fuck up. Summer heat is getting to her. How exactly are we supposed to communicate with it?
That's a question for Reptilian to answer.
And Reptilian isn't here, is he? Anyway.
How about this? I read somewhere that when a giant creature starts to wake up, offering it a sacrifice can calm it.
Yep, Rappy just lost it. Completely and utterly.
Maybe we should offer it something.
Like what? Rappy looks at Marciana.
Why are you looking at me?
Seeing how we're on a turtle island, why don't we offer a penguin?
What kind of sense does that make?
The penguin squad immediately swarms Rappy and begins to protest.
I see how it is. Trying to overwhelm me with your numbers? A little help here, Grave?
No.
Well, if we're gonna do that, why don't we just separate the island eater from the island?
I see, like, everyone lost a few brain cells, like, during the course of this summer event. What the fuck are these suggestions, man?
It'd solve everything.
Okay, Tio, and how exactly are we going to do that?
I was just joking. That was a joke.
It better have been. Stupid, eh?
It's actually a good idea.
Oh god, what the fuck are we gonna do?
I think so too.
What?
I think the reason my bubbles are unstable has something to do with the island eater. Just like Cinderella said yesterday. Same with those whirlpools outside the island. The island eater seems to be affecting both the entire island and the surrounding waters.
Okay.
So if we can separate it from the island, that should all stop, right?
Okay, you bunch of retards. How exactly are we going to do that? Like, do you comprehend the, like, sheer level of what you're asking? Like, how are we even going to begin doing that?
We need to think of a way to move the Island Eater.
Not you too, Cinderella, come on. Besides, what game even is this? It's NIKKE Goddess of Victory. It's a gacha game. We're playing the summer event. I think hentai games are sorely lacking on actually good combat, or RPG games in general, to be honest. You mean that RPG games are lacking in a good combat system? What do you have against like the usual like turn-based combat system?
There may be hidden clues on the island that can help us figure out how.
It feels really nice to have everyone agree with my idea.
Didn't you say you were joking?
Alright, let's go find some clues.
We don't have time to waste, so let's split into teams like we did yesterday.
I'd like to head to the lighthouse. There must be a reason it's still working. I'd like to examine it more closely.
Bang!
Penguin number 1 locks eyes with Cinderella.
I'll go with Marciana. This little one is just too cute.
Bang!
Penguin number 1 brightens up. I'll go to the lighthouse as well.
Bang!
Penguin number 1 shoots me a glare. Yeah, I don't care, buddy. I'm not getting NTR by a fucking penguin.
I'll head to the lighthouse as well.
Then I'll go more towards the ocean. The strange behavior of the waves has been bothering me.
I want to come with you. Naga, you're coming too, right?
Of course.
That leaves. Make eye contact with Grave and Mori.
Mori will stay here and watch over the camp.
Sure. Be careful out there, everyone.
Bang.
Penguin number 3 stays behind with them.
See you later, Mori.
We each head off towards our assigned areas.
Marciana,
Okay. Yep. Lamau is so done with them. I like turn-based combat. Hell, I'm a Shin Megami Tensei elitist. But I do think it lacks stuff to make it interesting. In that case, like, what exactly do you mean? Like, what do you think would take to make, like, combat in turn-based, like, games more interesting? Because we have stuff like, for example, the press turn system in Shin Megami Tensei, like you mentioned. But we also have in things like Black Souls, for example, the like very intricate way in which we like utilize the turns, and like which we get turns and utilize them for things like setup and stuff like that. You know? So what would you personally add to make turn-based combat more interesting? Example, most combat usually ends up being mana management to do healings and strong attacks, although sadly for most RPGs that's the most complex thing there is. You can... okay, people are just talking about hentai games. Let's continue.
did you get any sleep last night?
No. I appreciate you taking over for me, but I couldn't fall asleep.
I figured as much. Still, you don't seem as tense as yesterday.
Really? I actually talked with Naga and Tia this morning. I still haven't found a clear answer yet, but I opened up to them honestly about the things I've been thinking. They were very understanding.
Oh, that's good. See? Sincerity works.
That reminds... Generico Jerônimo has a good, like, a good point there. And actually reminds me of a video, like, saying... which side are you on? Like, on the action game formula? Are you a proponent of roll slop? Or are you a proponent of button mashing? Because like those are the two only ways you can make a like action game apparently. Obviously it's an oversimplification. It was meant for like to poke fun at that exact thing, but it's still like sad how many people actually believe that.
Thank you for all your advice.
I'll scatter the bits of your soul across the cosmos, O Akun. How dare you not give me a notification for this stream? Hey, that's YouTube's job. Like, if YouTube didn't give you a notification, you go, you go confront 10. That's not, like, my, that's not my doing. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Arma. Anyway, I played sequel. It's pretty cool, although I'm a bit iffy on the buying skills part, since to get skills I really want, I need to slog through all the others. Anyway, do you think you can finish the entire season of an anime? Because I promised a friend I'd finish it and read the manga. Anyway, do you think I can finish the entire season of an anime? Because I promised a friend I'd finish it and read the manga with him later. And Akira proposes a really good question, like how long is it? We're going to need to know that to see if it's reasonable.
While I was thinking about everything, though, another concern came to mind.
Oh yeah? What is it?
I know I'm their teacher, but when I thought about it, I realized I haven't really done anything for Naga and Tia.
I think they disagree with that, but anyway. 12 episodes, but I'm the biggest bum ever. Okay, so if it's only 12 episodes, then you need to lock the fuck in. I'm sorry.
Outside of classes and exams, of course. Those don't really count, though, because they're just part of the job. I've never done anything extra for them that truly came from my heart.
Then just do something for them.
Huh?
If there's something you've been wanting to do, just do it. It's not too late.
The problem is, I don't really know what I want to do for them.
Then give it some thought. I'm sure the answer is already inside you.
Bang!
This little one thinks so too.
The super supportive Chime 11. Sama! Hello! Hello, super supportive Chime. Welcome to the stream. What I mean is that it likes more things for you to do with it. Example, not many RPGs even have buffs, and the buffs to any decent capacity. If they do, sometimes it doesn't even give anything actually worth it. 10 to 20% for 3 turns, all costing a turn as well. What the fuck? Like... How do I say this? As much as I don't like praising that game, well, I don't need to praise that game. I don't need to praise FGO because, like, Black Souls does something similar. In Black Souls, like, most buffs and debuffs, like, don't cost your entire turn. Because either you can do them, like, without a turn cost at all, since the items don't cost a turn to use, and like, you have a lot of moves that don't cost a full turn, they just cost an action in a turn, you know? And I feel like this kind of solves the problem that you're saying. Like, because again, like, Black Souls is not the only one to do this. Like, your problems with the, like, turn-based combat are valid, but I feel like they're already, like, they're not... This kind of thing is not widespread, and I think it should be, because you do have a point there. But, like, we have... My point is that we do have solutions for your problems already. There are already games that do this, and that, like, do so in a way that still keeps the combat balanced and fun, to some extent. I think Black Souls is pretty sick, because it allows me to switch weapons for free every turn, so it actually feels like there's a reason to buff all the weapons. Yeah, one of my biggest funs in Black Souls is, like, figuring out, like, all the best ways to just buff my character to hell and back, in order for me to... This is my fun in, like, a lot of RPGs, but especially in Black Souls, like, since it lets you do some ridiculous shit. Just completely buff my team, or, like, my character, until they're pretty much untouchable. Like, they just can't take damage, and they like are dishing out millions and millions of numbers every turn. And it's also cool because, like, sometimes they throw a curveball, like something that you can't just evade, you need to actually defend. Or like a monster that you kind of need to burst down quickly because like more tank strategies don't work. I feel like Black Souls, as much as people are going to like not take its lessons because oh, it's the DD game or whatever, it's something that solves a lot of the usual problems with like the usual turn-based RPG formula, and that should be implemented as well. FGO can do the same thing, by the way, and very well. True, but we're not talking about FGO right now, because I refuse to, like, praise that game, even for the things it does well. Anyway. My friend has told me to do it for... Okay, people, he's just, like, talking... about his friends. Hey, wait, that part is interesting. My friend has told me to do it for a month now, and I had to make a promise because no homo, he's kind of pathetically cute. Not gonna say anything to that. Moving on. Why did the VA go from mommy ASMR to AI? I don't see how like it's AI, but like anyway. Okay. People are just praising Black Souls as I was doing so before. Anyway, I already addressed this. So what I understood from early is that he wants a game that you can break the systems. To be fair, that is like well, to be fair, one, that is part of Black Souls' assistance, so it's not really breaking anything. But two, like, breaking a game is part of the fun of it, I think. Anyway. The complexity is one of the reasons Grand Blue Fantasy is one of my favorite gachas, but the game requires way too much time investment. The grind in that game is almost a second job, it's insane. It's pretty similar to FGO in that way. And it feels very powerful, despite not being something related to stats, and the mental image of rapidly switching weapons is just way too cool. True. Notice that no one has ever complained about Black Souls in terms of gameplay. I think a good example of an RPG game is, not RPG but a card game, Library of Ruina. Ugh. Ew. Library of Ruina. No, I'm joking. I know Library of Ruina is good, but I just have like this kinda... No, you know what, like, forget I said anything. Like, I can definitely understand why, like, you think Library of Ruina is a, like, good game in that sense. Is it gay to call a dude very cute? Depends. No. None of this, like, wishy-washy, like, maybe not shit. No, it's very, very gay to call a dude cute. Like, let's just get straight to the point. Black and white, it's calling a dude, like, cute is just straight up gay. Anyway, if OA throws shade of FGO again, I'll make a community post. Anyway. 400 hours. Anyway. It allows for plenty of cool gimmicks. It's so cool that I got into modding the game. 400 hours. Oh, you have 400 hours in library. Cool. The later Etrian Odyssey games have pretty fun gameplay too. The third game on DS is still my favorite. So on the 3DS they became more complex. The hero class in Nexus beyond broken in a fun way. Let's continue with the story now.
You're right. I'll think about it.
Penguin number 2 stands in the bushes behind the lighthouse, flapping its wings.
What is it?
It seems there's something over there. Penguin number 2 just started dancing.
I don't think it's dancing so much as trying to tell us something.
The flapping looks the same either way.
Did you find something, Penguin number 2?
Marciana walks over to penguin number 2. She brushes aside some grass where it's standing.
There's something here.
Oh? Let's take a look.
We clear away the dirt and grass, revealing a wide square metal hatch underneath.
It looks like an entrance leading underground.
I didn't know there was an underground here. I completely missed it yesterday.
It was hidden. Good work, penguin number 2.
It looks very old. I don't think anyone's opened it in a long time.
Clearly.
I'll try to open it.
Arma, your comment is so unhinged that I'm actually going to read it in full. His pang sounds like hang, so it reminded me of hanging woman back in medieval days for being a whore, which fits due to the gnarly swimsuits. How does he think of that? How does his mind come to these conclusions? I think we have another low tier god in our hands. Genuinely, what the fuck? Rappy grabs the handle and pulls. The hatch slowly opens with a loud creak. An iron ladder stretches down into the darkness. A cool gust of air rushes out.
That looks pretty deep.
And awfully shady. I've got a feeling something's down there. Don't you think?
Let's head down.
Marciana takes the lead and starts descending the ladder. Wait, what about them? They can't climb down ladders. The penguin squad starts flapping their wings.
We can carry them down one at a time. Come on, penguin number 2. Let's go.
Rappy carries penguin number 2 on her back and starts climbing down. Penguin number 1 clings tightly to Cinderella.
Oh, how ready to go?
Dang!
Cinderella climbs down with penguin number 1 on her back. Penguin number 1 has a look of sheer bliss on its face. Only the biggest one, penguin number 4, and I remain.
Aww. Just my luck. I get stuck with the guy. Bang.
Oh no, don't worry, I'm not carrying you. I'm just kicking you down this set of stairs. Fucker. You and me both.
In a breeze all day.
Watching these penguins feels like cucking. I understand why that guy said that. Yeah, I'm starting to understand the penguin cuckery now. Penguin cuckery, I swear. It seems like Merlin and Geronimo are just kind of arguing. So it's got nothing to do with me. I'm just going to leave them to it and address Sakura instead. Nah, the grind in Grand Blue Fantasy is way worse than FGO. Besides characters, you have to grind for equipable summons, and worst of all, a 3x3 weapon grid. It's the bread and butter of the game. Grinding every day for max uncapping a single weapon, the process, then repeat the process for other 8, plus a 10th main hand weapon. It takes months to build a single team. It may be the Stockholm Syndrome talking, but I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is getting a little bit better nowadays. Boards are easier to break and the meta is more varied. Ishizu Elements is no more too. I agree with Akira here, like I genuinely think that like Yu-Gi-Oh's been getting better recently. I at least haven't heard any like major like controversies because one format is just too good, you know? Like the aforementioned Ishizu Elements. Of course, we still got like Tenpai bullshit, for example. But like in general, no format feels like too dominating. You know?
You two seem to be in a good mood today. Did something happen? We spoke with Miss Marciana earlier this morning.
She was open with us about how she'd been feeling. So, I think we both feel a lot better now.
Oh, I'm really glad to hear that, you two. Thanks, Siren. It made me realize, though, that we really don't have too much longer until we graduate. And once we do, we'll have to say goodbye to Miss Marciana.
Oh, really? Yeah. You know, since we'll be leaving the school and all.
Thinking about it makes me sad. I kinda wish we had more time. I understand that feeling. Saying goodbye is always hard.
It's hard to say this sort of stuff to Miss Marciana, though.
Now that I think about it, I haven't properly thanked her. She did a lot to help us get here. Even going so far as to accompany us.
It's hard to put everything you want to say into words.
If putting it into words is hard, why not try a different way? When I couldn't speak very well, I often used to express myself through my bubbles. Sometimes they got my feelings across even better than words.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Maybe we could get her a gift or something.
You mean a surprise gift, right? I like that. I want to give her something special that she'll remember for a long time.
That sounds pretty ambitious. I'm not sure we'll be able to get her something that good.
Back in my middle school days, I had the love to see women in fiction be tortured. After a while, I tried to find good of my favorite characters, and it gave me joy. Not in a sexist way, but Olga is my wife, so I don't feel cucked watching this gameplay. I don't think I ever went out of my way to like see Guro or Riona of my favorite characters, but I as a Riona enjoyer, I definitely like understand the feeling, yeah. Speaking of something always hard, oh god. I hate the fact Little Mermaid is actually relatable. What do you mean? Like, in what way do you find her relatable? That's actually like interesting. There is a hidden beauty in Kusoge after all, or maybe I'm nah. There is like such a thing as like enjoying a game because it's bad, you know. Like I definitely like understand. Like what you mean by that? I just find the whole presentation really charming, to be honest. It has so much personality. I thought of the term. I thought of the cursed term Gorched. One sec. I thought of the cursed term Gorched, and I want to mind wipe myself. Understandable, yeah. I guess Wada no Hara, but never actually played it to know. I heard it has some bare bones combat, but I can't confirm. I can confirm it for you. The combat in Wada no Hara is straight up ass. Like, for real, like, the combats in Wada no Hara and most, like, Deep Sea Prisoner games is just bad. Like, I still think that Deep Sea Prisoner's best game is Mogeko Castle, specifically because it has no combat, and so the horror can, like, take center focus, which I think horror and story are, their like best points, you know? Would you say Wada no Hara as a whole is a good game? It's a great game, but the combat is ass. I love pretty much like everything, and it wasn't much, like, but I love everything Deep Sea Prisoner made. It's just that combat is like definitely their weakest point. Anyway. Anyway, let's continue. In every way, she's made for me. Maybe I should take into NIKKE and roll for her. Good luck with that, buddy, is all I'll say. I zoned out for a second. What did you say? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Geronimo? Like, what are you talking? Like, who are you talking to and what are you talking about? Anyway. Hey, I'm back. You get used to it, Merlin. You're into Little Mermaid? I think you may be an autism chaser. Whoa. I love Little Mermaid, yes. The guy I liked, IRL, was autistic as well. I am as well, so I like her a lot. Yeah, that makes sense. A woman like Little Mermaid having the chance to exist makes me work out. What a great reason to do so. What Pio just said reminded me of a reaction image memes that reads as follows. Aren't girls the cutest when they're almost retired? Not addressing that and moving on. Some games have bad combat sometimes, sadly, but it kinda happens. You take the good with the bad sometimes. True. I agree. Though I definitely prefer like a game to have like bad combat and a good story than the other way around. Unless the combat is especially like egregious, like with Bo's Adventure, for example.
For now, let's think about it while we're out investigating.
Okay, sure.
Ooh, Tia, Siren, look at these.
Wow, they're so sparkly.
Those are pretty. What are they? Sea glass. They start out as broken glass, but get all cleaned by the ocean water, and then polished and smoothed by waves and sand, until they end up looking like this.
So it's just nature that makes them this beautiful?
To be fair, nature makes quite a few like beautiful things.
That's amazing!
They're so colorful too! I had no idea glass was capable of such a transformation! Yeah, people sometimes call them the jewels of the sea.
God most importantly of all. But the idea of Little Mermaid also makes me want to become more disciplined and look better. I love God, I want to be better, and I want a woman like Little Mermaid. Again, all I'll say to you is good luck, buddy. Like Naga is describing glass like it's the Ark of the Covenant. Arma's reaching his Giga Chad arc. Let's all like cheer here on that.
I never expected to find any here. I think I'll take some with me. They'll make good gifts. Oh, in that case, I think I'll take some too. Wait, why are you blushing all of a sudden? I'm not blushing.
You're totally blushing. Fuck.
Huh? What's this over here? Is this sea glass too? It's glowing.
Maga, forget Freudian slip. That's a Trumpian slip right there. Why do you gotta be like this? Fucking... God damn it. I'm sure that's not what Arma meant. Right? Anyway, Tia points toward a shallow pool between some rocks. Something is embedded in the exposed seabed where the water has receded.
What is this? I thought it was a rock at first, but looking at it more closely, it's like some kind of device.
It's so shiny though. Maybe it's a crystal?
Don't touch it, Tia. We don't know what it is yet.
Oh, okay, but you know, I think I saw something like this earlier too.
What? Where?
The three walk along the shoreline and find several more of the devices. They vary slightly in size, but their shapes and degree of corrosion are almost identical.
Do you really think we shouldn't touch them?
We still don't know exactly what they are, so it's better to be safe than sorry. And I've never seen anything like them before. I don't think they're just ordinary machines. Something about them just doesn't feel right.
Okay, got it. I'll be careful not to touch any of them.
Let's mark down their locations for now. We can discuss this with the others when we regroup. Yeah.
Just in case, we should take pictures too.
Good idea. The three continue recording their findings as they move on to each location. Back at camp, Mori is cleaning fish while Grave and Penguin number 3 watch beside her.
Is this also training, Grave?
It is.
Okay. Like this?
Yeah.
Wait, really? I'm doing it right?
Yeah. You're good with your hands.
Really?
Hopefully.
Are you sad you couldn't join the search?
No. I get that a little training isn't going to suddenly make me stronger.
Why are you trying to become stronger?
Because I'm weak. I really enjoy being around everyone like this. It feels like I belong. Like I'm accepted. But we can't stay together forever. Someday we'll all have to go our separate ways. And when we do, I want to be able to confidently say with a smile, "Don't worry about me. I'll be fine on my own. I'm strong now." Remember?
Very admirable, I'll say.
You're already strong.
I am?
To be fair, Merlin, that's a problem that we have a lot on this chat. Like, not just with the, like, obscure scholars, but with me as well. Like, me, Big Pew, and Teto once had a whole discussion where we, like, at the end, pretty much got to the conclusion that, hey, we just agree. Like, why are we discussing? Like, so, like, lack of miscommunication is just, it's normal. So, like, it's not unusual that this happened. It's, I think you get my point.
No, you're just saying that to make me feel better, aren't you?
Physical strength isn't the only kind of strength there is. So don't rush yourself. Just do what you can. It doesn't have to be anything.
Just do what I can?
Yeah, like what you're doing right now.
The fish. I hope it tastes good.
It will.
Penguin number 3's eyes sparkle as it nods.
In a breeze all day. Somewhere by
As we climb down the ladder, the space opens up into a massive spherical chamber. Rappy uses the light on her phone to light up a specific spot, where a large mechanical device sits. Okay, but before we advance, I actually want to, like, talk to you guys about something. Because this is a topic that I feel like it's interesting, you know? Because there's this whole discussion of, like, tourists in hobbies, right? And that's like, if you're a fan, like a real fan, you, like, simply want to participate and enjoy a hobby, correct? But if you're a tourist, that means you're someone who wants to change the hobby. But I don't think that such a absolute line is good to have, you know? Because, like, for example, Akira was talking about how we have too many, like, romance anime, in his opinion, that we have an oversaturation and all of them are, like, way too similar to one another. I think that's what he said. I might be misremembering, but I believe he said something like that. Like, he isn't saying that because he thinks that romance anime in general, like, has a concept is bad, or that he thinks that, like, some of the cliches need to, like, end, and that we need to change romance anime, like, on a fundamental level. But at some point, he does want and would, like, believe that we, like, that romance anime would benefit from, like, changing, you know? So that's kind of the thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Like, at what point does the change become tourism? Like, how much can you want to change a hobby before, like, you're a tourist? Like, what's an acceptable type or, like, amount of change that you can like, want to make to be a tourist, you know? Like, in what ways, and, like, to what level, and, like, your intentions behind the change. Like, what types of change are not tourist-like, for example. Because I remember, like, not just with Akira, but I remember, like, a case that I saw, like, a bit ago, where, like, someone criticized, like, Fire Force's fan service, right? He said that, like, it got in the way of the story, that it wasn't, like, done very well, that, like, it dragged on, etc. Which are all things I personally agree with. I don't think that the way Fire Force implements its fan service is very good. I genuinely think it gets in the way of the story they're trying to tell. And a lot of people began calling that person, like, a tourist. So much that he had to, like, clarify, hey, like, I don't hate ecchi, I don't hate fan service, I don't hate those types of things in general. In fact, like, not only one of my favorites, but my absolute favorite anime, and the one I have as a, like, profile picture, is literally, like, an ecchi romance between, like, a student and, like, his teacher, like, his female teacher. So I like fan service, and I like that really, like, weird stuff too. So no, I'm not a tourist. I just trying to make a, like, balanced criticism. You know, and so it's again another one of those cases where I'm like, at what point does something truly become tourism, you know? That is the kind of discussion I want to have right now. For now, I'll leave the comments to, like, accumulate a bit as I progress, and then I'll address everyone, like, well, when the internet gets better, actually, I will progress, and then I will address everyone. A faint light leaks out from its center, dimly illuminating the entire room. Beams of light emit in every direction around the machine. A low, continuous hum drones from the device. It seems to cause the whole chamber to vibrate ever so slightly.
What is this machine?
It almost feels alive.
Whatever it is, it appears to be operational.
Peng Peng!
Penguin number 2 flaps its wings toward the wall besides the machine.
What'd you find this time?
Peng Peng!
There seems to be something drawn on the wall. I approach to get a closer look. The picture is faded and worn, but clearly important enough for someone to have carved it into the wall.
You're on a roll, Penguin number 2. I just decided that you are hereby promoted to the rank of Ace.
Peng Peng!
Penguin number 2 looks genuinely happy.
There's a circle in the center, with several lines extending out from it.
It looks a lot like this machine, doesn't it? The number of lines match up. I think it might be a top-down view of this device.
If the circle in the center is this machine, that means there are other machines outside too.
How many are there in total?
7.
Wait, there's a drawing over here too.
Bang!
It looks like a blueprint for something.
I wonder if this turtle-looking thing at the bottom is the Island Eater.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That would make this thing on top the island. This drawing might be a little different from what we initially thought. If this is accurate, the island isn't sitting on top of the Island Eater. Rather, the Island Eater seems to be anchored to the seafloor.
Looking here, parts of it do appear to be connected. And the connection points match the locations of the other machines in the drawing we looked at earlier.
That might be true, like what Naga and her team stumbled into.
If that's true, separating the island from the Island Eater might not be impossible after all.
I feel like this is a stretch, but anyway. Oh no, because... okay. Okay, I see the point now.
I'm going to make a record of this as it seems important.
Marciana uses her drone to take pictures of the drawings. While I turn my attention toward the machine, up close it's an extremely unusual piece of machinery. I never see anything like this on the Ark or the surface. What is this?
This is my first time seeing something like it too.
I reach my hand toward the machine. The moment I do, the light from the machine dims until it goes completely dark. Huh?
Is breaking machines a new ability of yours now?
Haha, you're very funny, Rappy. I don't think so. The ground starts to shake again.
More tremors.
Just as everyone's about to drop to the floor, the light of the machine flickers back on and the tremors cease.
The shaking stopped. This machine must be connected to the tremors.
You're right. The ground started shaking the moment the machine stopped working. And once it started running again, the shaking stopped.
I think I understand why the Island Eater has been sitting still this whole time.
This machine must be acting as some sort of restraining device.
It would seem so.
But why would something like this be here?
I have this theory. This entire event is just Rappy projecting her fetishes on the commander. I'm going to regret asking this, but why exactly do you think that is?
Maybe it was literally made to keep the Island Eater bound here.
But by who?
Judging by how worn down it is, it's probably very old.
The Island Eater might go berserk once it's really awake, given how long it's been kept bound and unable to move.
Being bound like that must feel so... suffocating.
Ooh, the parallels, the themes. What was that?
Nothing. It's nothing.
This means the huge whirlpools outside the island, the waves traveling outward, and the tremors, it must all be connected. A rapture of this size being stuck in place for so long could definitely have had an impact on the surrounding currents.
That makes sense.
And judging by how worn out this machine is, it may not be functional for much longer. We need to find a solution before the rapture fully awakens. For now, why don't we head back up and confer with the others? They may have found something too.
That's a good idea. Let's head back.
in a breeze all day. Somewhere by the ocean.
We once again meet together back at camp. Little Mermaid's team shares what they found about the unidentified devices along the shoreline. Okay, let me address the comments. Anyway, tourist means you are a shallow fan or not integrated into the culture, such as actual tourists not understanding and being mad at Russian culture and you're from America but with media. We call people who want to change the entire thing colonizers or dickheads, lol. That's a fair interpretation, but of course there are layers to that. I look forward to seeing what you mean. A tourist can't understand and has some small slip. A tourist can't understand and has small slips or misunderstandings. True dislike is where we draw the line. Take for example lolly-based media. Tourist is like newer fans of this media, so why people like it and the moral compass is a bit confusing, but maybe they will say something stupid. But they have an excuse due to the mindset of being new. A fan with a preference is what I call this chat. Okay. Asshole is a person who fully knows or refuses to fully know while making comments to change stuff. So maybe that's what Akira meant when he said there are layers to this. There are different like types of people who make these types of comments, like for various reasons. Yeah, that's what I said. That's actually similar to the talk about RPG here. I think the classic tropes and cliches have a value and don't need to go, but too many creators don't go beyond their zone of comfort, and as a result you end up with stuff like roguelikes and isekais getting a lot of hate. That's actually quite like balanced take, and I think it's good. Like, yeah, like we don't need this whole like extremist mindset of, oh, some tropes are outdated and they need to go. But we shouldn't like get too stuck on these tropes. We should like allow and even encourage like new ideas. Like, it's about balance, I think, of like respecting the old while still like encouraging the new. I think it's a good mindset to have. Tourists can also be someone who was never a fan or citizen in this case. Again, they are surface level, so that's why their takes are so dog shit. I'm so mad about the 200 character limit, so I won't go any further. No, but I understood your point, Arma. This music is actually very solid. I think most music in this game is very solid. That's my problem. You guys are consuming too much media instead of grabbing only the best. I only go for the best, so I have the issue of having a top 10 media list because I only consume 30 or so. Not very hard for me to make an opinion. If people weren't such over-consumers of media, I believe we would have way less bad stuff. The problem is, like, how do you know what is bad stuff? Because that's a problem that we have as well. A lot of people just, and this may seem counterintuitive to say as a content creator, but too many people trust content creators too much, you know, and don't make their own decisions. They just see like, oh, something is hated on the internet, so like I'm going to take that opinion as mine. And I genuinely hate this mindset because like if you don't consume media yourself, you never know if you truly like it or not. Because again, I keep using this example, but like SNK heroines, right? Like, sure, there are many things that you can rightfully criticize about that game. That isn't like a game beyond criticism or like a 10 out of 10 that people just don't see it. Like, but if I had just heard the opinion of the internet, I would never have played that game. And like, I genuinely think that that would have been like that would have been like wrong of me. or that would have been a waste, because like I genuinely really liked that game. Despite everything, I genuinely like enjoyed my time with SNK heroines. Same thing with things like Super Sonico, for example. Super Sonico, the animation, has, again, close to a like 6 on my anime list. It's that shit according to most people's like views, but I loved it, you know. And the same thing with some things like for example Hellsing Ultimate, for example. Like it has close to like an 8 on my anime list too, and I saw it and I thought it was ass, you know. Like, you can't truly know what you like or what you don't if you don't consume it. And so this idea that no, you should only consume good media. How am I going to know what is good media or not if I don't try things out, you know? Like, you could make an argument for trying things out and then stopping if you don't like it. Like, again, to stop hate watching, for example. Like, if you start watching something and you don't like it, just drop it. That I can understand. But, like, only consuming good media, like, as a mindset I don't support, because, like, you never know what you will find good, what you like, until you consume it, you know? So I get your point, but I strongly disagree. Or at least I think I do. Maybe I misunderstood you and we have this whole problem again. I think the author should have just ignored the haters. The fourth wall Tamaki rant in the manga is just one of the worst parts of it, because how personal it obviously is. A lot of people are defending it, but it really feels like those, and I know I'm going to be controversial with this, but that panel of like, I don't remember if it was a Marvel or like a DC character, but it's like a superheroine with a shirt like saying, "Ask me about my feminist agenda." Like, it genuinely felt like that, you know? And it's when I realized that, oh, it doesn't matter if it's like something I agree with. Like an author just including like real world like problems, like just shoving it into the story in the worst way possible is in fact bad. Wow, who would have thought? So yeah, I obviously, like, I definitely agree with Akira's take here. And man, it's just so frustrating to go for it. Miss, try again, still miss. Anyway, people are just talking about games. I think the same, especially of AAA media. Personally, my Steam account costs the same as a singular AAA game. That's a good account right there. Like, you can find some true gems, like, for the price of a single AAA game. I once bought, like, 10 games for half the price of, like, what's the name? Doom the Dark Ages. Imagine if below the Land Eater there is another one. Turtles all the way down. That fucking turtleception. Everything just falls together too well. Little Mermaid's crush, all the peeping, letting Marciana get sleep deprived. She just wants to get cucked. Thanks a lot, autocorrect. Little Mermaid. If I play NIKKE, I wonder, will she surpass Suoga as my wife? 30-ish gens for one AAA slot price. Always a feminist. That's very woke of you. What? When did I say that? What? Anyway. Dang it. Grandma called and I missed 5 minutes of stream. True. Example. If I wasn't a madman, I probably wouldn't have found Marikina online. Can you stop posting so many erotic Kisaki pictures? I can't goon anymore. SNK Heroines is kinda fun. Moral of the story, my anime list sucks. True, we hate Mall. Mall rankings are just popularity rankings, to be honest. Steins Gate is a genuine 10 out of 10 though. Nah, I prefer the problem, so I'm going to create another one. Let's just recycle Merlin's argument. Would you still try food from a restaurant you know it's bad? Like, I get your point, because again, it's all about balance. Obviously, like, if something, like, has produced, like, terrible product at a terrible product, obviously, like, you should avoid them, right? But I'm just saying that, like, to some extent, you have to take the plunge. You have to risk it. You have to, like, go out of your comfort zone and just try new stuff, because you never know what you like. For example, I went to some pretty badly rated, like, clearly, like, bootleg restaurants where the food was pretty good, you know? Like, again, I get the point. I'm not saying that reviews and, like, people talking about it and taking to some extent other people's recommendations and criticisms isn't a good thing. This is important. But sometimes you need to, like, take a risk as well. Like, you can't just consume good media, you know? Again, it's all about a balance. You can't go to either extreme, I think. Anyway, the video thumbnail made me click the live. Welcome to the stream. Happy birthday, Daniel. Welcome. Anyway, a bit less section. Okay, no, not really. But if some food, I think the concept is at least interesting. I would wait to see if they improve it. They make bad chicken and rice and beans and all sorts of stuff, but I like the ingredients. The end product is bad, but I know they could be better. Wouldn't mind checking it every so often. Sometimes I just don't know how good the food is, that bad or good, so I need to at least try it. But continuing on with the story. We explain how the huge machine we found seems to act as a restraining device for the island eater. Apparently the devices the others found also shut down briefly when the tremor started. And according to Grave, the lighthouse also went dark. We then show the pictures of the murals we saw depicting the island and the island eater.
Let me see if I can summarize.
Seems like we'll have to, like, agree to disagree then, Generico Geronimo. I don't like getting into the kinds of arguments that you had with Merlin, where, like, we just keep going and going and going, so, like, I'm not going to get into that. We'll just agree to disagree and leave it at that.
Taking a look at all the information we gathered, we know the locations of the devices on the surface that Siren's group marked.
And yeah, I really want to finish this event today. So what I'm going to do is that we're going to actually stop with the, like, discussions. At least the discussions on my end. If you guys want to initiate something, you can. But this will be the last topic I bring up to the table. And I'm going to focus on just finishing the event. Cut to away watching fanboy stuff. I could say something, but you know what? No, I'm not gonna let myself be rage baited so easily. I'll just breathe in, breathe out. I am not being banned off of YouTube today. I'm not, like, wishing, like, I'm not, like, fucking giving someone a detailed death threat today. Moving on.
And that they match up almost perfectly with the positions in the drawing Marciana photographed. There are also 7 of them, which is another match.
Got hit with ads. Okay, what exactly did you miss? Like, what argument of mine did you, like, got interrupted by the ads? I'll continue from the part where I stopped for you.
That must mean the devices on the surface are connected to the underground machine.
I think so.
It may be that the machine we saw underground is the main body, and the smaller devices along the shoreline are like appendages. They seem to operate together as a single device that restrains the Island Eater.
Okay, Merlin, tell me the last thing you've heard. The last thing you heard before the ad, and then I'll repeat what I said, like, from there. Okay. What happened is that, like, Generico Geronimo said, cut you away watching fanboy stuff. And, like, because of that accusation, I got so angry that I almost gave him, like, a detailed death threat. You know? But, like, I contained myself and I was able to, like, not give him, like, a fully detailed, like, low tier god style roast for saying that, like, I'm going to end up watching fanboys. Moving on.
Why would someone want to keep the Island Eater here?
There's no way to know, but there is a lighthouse on this island, and all those murals we saw. That must mean people used to live here a lot. Based on what we know so far, they're probably the ones who wanted to keep the Island Eater bound here.
That makes sense.
The problem is deciding what to do from here.
Speaking of superheroes and fourth walls, they have been doing some curious stuff with Superboy Prime by turning him into a self-aware character. I think they're doing it in a pretty interesting way. I have to see, the last I saw of Superboy Prime, they were doing some really cringe stuff with him. But maybe you're talking about like my adventures with Superman inside the comics, and if you are, like, then I can comment about it. Owe is not the rogue warrior today. I gotta stop meeting feminine and adorable men, bro. I'm getting the allegations. 3 of my friends have been fanboys, bro. I hate, like, what the fuck? And they're very cute, so I can't even hate on them. Thankfully, I'm reminded I'm straight when I see NIKKE gameplay. Glad I can remind you of that. I'm starting to like Little Mermaid's voice. Crap. Stairs. Arma. OA mute the string. Cyrus' voice is giving Arma brain damage. What if we destroy the main unit underground? When the main unit shut down earlier, the Island Eater started to wake up, right? Well, if it completely wakes up, it will naturally get away from the island.
That may be the fastest option, but it's also dangerous. If we destroy the machine while the system is still running, every suppression signal would be cut off at once.
Yeah, I agree with Rappy. That really just doesn't sound like a good idea.
The Island Eater could be jolted awake and go berserk, like a feral beast let off its leash.
We can't let that happen. It would put the entire island, including us, in danger.
Right.
So what's the best way to handle this?
What if we destroy the external devices first? Assuming they're connected to the main unit, removing them could weaken it.
That does sound like a better option. If the Island Eater wakes up gradually, it's less likely to become enraged.
There's still one problem, though. Don't you think it'll attack us once it's awake?
Well...
I like to avoid combat if possible, but if it attacks us, we'll have to deal with it. We should be prepared just in case. Character AI level script. I want to disagree with you, Arma, but I can't. Like, even I have to admit that this is definitely not NIKKE at its best. Like, the plot really hasn't been, like, up to the usual standard I expect for it. Like, I've seen some, like, clearly like shitposty like comedy events that are better than this one. Like, I like the swimsuits, but in terms of like story, this really hasn't been up to Nikke's usual standard, I think. We should be prepared just in case.
Understood.
So we're going with Miss Marciana's idea, right?
There are 7 devices on the surface. Do we just go destroy them one at a time?
I thought that's how summer events usually are. No, like, not at all. Like, for example, I don't think I've ever seen a summer event quite this mediocre in, like, Fate Grand Order. Again, as much as I don't like praising that game. And for example, the, like, 2 other, like, Nikke summer events that I played were, like, way better, like, not even comparable to this one. This one is just kinda mid, honestly. It's not even bad, it's just, I guess it's a summer event, you know? The only really good point of this event up until now was the little squabble between, like, the students and, like, Marciana, but that's about it. Are the actresses getting paid for this? Look, I get your point, Merlin, but, like, yeah, they're getting paid. It's just that, again, like I said, Nikke English voice acting is pretty well known for being, like, subpar, you know? Like, it's pretty... Nikke's English dub is infamously, like, bad, you know? So yeah, I do get your point here, but yes, they are getting paid. They are still doing, like, a job here. Why do you hate FGO? FGO is solid. I will make a full multi-paragraph long post on why it's actually not that bad. It's not a bad game, Arma. Like, the reason I don't want to, like, praise it isn't because I don't think it's a good game. I actually think FGO is a fantastic game. It's just that, like, it gave me, like, a lot of trauma. Like, I still can't, like, forget all of the, like, Saint Courts I lost as I pulled on, like, banners without pity. I still can't forget all the hours of grinding that if I had played any other game would have just been minutes, you know? That is my point. Like, it's less that I dislike FGO because I think it's a bad game, and more that I dislike FGO because it straight up traumatized me. Given that they're spread all over the island, that would take long. We also don't know how the Island Eater will react when we destroy one. We have to monitor the Island Eater's reaction as we do this.
There are 7 devices and the main unit. That's 1 target per person.
1 per person, which means...
Marciana raises her head and looks at Tia and Naga with visible concern.
Don't worry, Miss Marciana.
We'll be careful.
All right. I'm sure you'll do well. I have faith in you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Miss Marciana.
I'll take the room beneath the lighthouse.
I'll take the beach.
You can do this.
I'll go to the beach too. I'll handle the area around the lighthouse.
I'll take the deeper part of the jungle. If someone else goes, they might get lost.
Then I'll take care of the jungle entrance. I want to see the lizards again.
Don't go off getting distracted, okay?
Oh, come on. Do you really think I'd let myself get distracted at a time like... Ooh, Naga! There's an iguana over there!
Oh my god, Tia.
Wait! Stop right there, Tia. I'm worried about Tia. So I'll take whatever location is closest to her.
In exactly 1 hour, we'll start destroying them in order. 1 by 1 at 10-second intervals. Grave will go first.
Got it.
That should be everything. Let's move to our positions. Will you be going with the penguins, Commander?
Yeah, ready?
I'm ready.
Bang, 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 bang.
Then let's all move out.
In a breeze all day. Sun
Okay. I'll be BRBing. Like, I'll be back in like a minute. And then I'll like read your comments before continuing, okay? 1 sec. Anyway, broke. I play good games as well as bad games to form my own opinion. Woke. I play whatever has girls that make my wee wee hard. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. That's my man right there. Opinion Slime Rancher 1 and 2. I never played those games, I'm sorry. Anyway, they're so nice and fun with some plot sprinkled in. I actually like the simple story. Cringe? What's that? I haven't felt that in years. That's pretty based, honestly. No, it's the cringe one you're thinking of. It's cringe, yes, but it's in character. And I would still say it's 90% less cringe than modern Deadpool, who is basically just a parody of its former self. Okay, I get your point now. His current iteration makes more sense once you read about him as a whole, but I do agree it's cringe AF. Just have a lot of tolerance for cringe, okay? I love slandering literally everything. I plan to maybe play this, but the animations may generally take me out since I can't play it in public. Just play in private, forehead. Yeah, I'll just agree with Big Pew there. I don't play any gacha game in public, frankly. It's mostly because I just don't play gacha games on my phones anymore. But yeah. No, they aren't. They keep the voice actresses locked in a dungeon until they need them. It's a real thing. Look at the news. Anyway, the first special Dark Knights and Black Lantern ring issues with him is what made me like him, more because it felt like they start to evolve his character beyond just a DC fanboy as a villain BS. The gacha is overrated in terms of how bad it is. The grind is not horrible. You guys are actual crybaby mutts, bro. Community post incoming. I could fucking... Oh, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Bro, the highest rarity is less than 1%. The hate for its gacha is deserved. In any other gacha game, I got my favorite high Terrify unit and lost the account an hour later. Also on FGO, I lost my NP4 Spacer Rush. Mind you, I was free to play and got her in 500 SQ. Good for you. Like, there are stories of people, including me, that have spent, especially before, again, the, like, petty system, more than 1,000 SQ and didn't get anything. You know, y'all gotta dig through dirt to find the gold. True. Anyway. Akira, the gacha is genuinely so easy. If you lose your money, you are a mutt. It took almost a decade for pity to be added. Personally think it should have never been added, because you're crazy. 05 with no pity is crazy. That's why no one takes you seriously. True. Every servant can carry you through the entire game, so it's valid. Genuinely like bootlicking corporations now. You only need at most 2 gacha servants. Again, that boot must, Lazango boot must take really good for like Arma to keep licking it. It's a gacha game, Arma. Almost all of them have piss easy story. That's not the point. Cool. Hey, Akira, all good? Yo. Do you both know each other? I would know because I went from my first singularity to like original call 4 with only 2 and 1 free one. At the last one, I decided to get a few new ones. Today was very okay, monotonous but cool. Better than usual, I guess. Okay, people are just talking about each other, talking with each other. Cleared it all in 4 months. So yes, beating the entire game with literally 3 SSRs. That's again not the point, Arma. Reroll gacha for waifu, not that you actually need it. Yes, and that's the point. That's why the gacha should be better. Fuck. But anyway, but hey, I got into, okay, people are just talking to like each other here. I'm still depressed. NP4 and about to be NP5 Space Arrest, but something happened and I lost it. But he beat FTO on JP, so I haven't continued the game. Fair reaction, I think. Yes, I do think that would have devastated me, honestly. Even the hard ones are just knowing how to play the game. Again, I agree, but that's not the point. Rough to hear, buddy. I think the guy who used to own my PC was a YouTuber. Why do you think that? When did people start talking about coding? FGO can be played in public in Battle Cats. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying I generally don't. Actually, you could be a Chad, like my friend Godish, who play NIKKE in public at a convention. Oh, but at a convention is like a lot easier to play shit in public, you know? Top 1 and top 2 gacha games ever, by the way. Gacha are, at the end of the day, a live service game centered on a game of chance. So Petty is just throwing a bone for the players for spending their hard-earned resources. I agree. Fucking... It's just disrespectful to your customer's wallet or time investment, in my opinion, to not include pity. Again, I agree. Remember trying to make a game. Sadly, I ran out of ideas for characters. That's a shame. I would have liked to see, like, that hypothetical game. Okay, I have a theory. Arma got replaced with Gilgamesh. No, that's just regular Arma. Not bootlicking when I literally was surviving almost no SQ. That boot must taste so good. Anyway, scrapping through SQ for events and stories to not get anything is just evil. You aren't true meta-mancing no lives like me. Some of us like to go out with friends or play other games, Arma. No, we don't know each other IRL. I just met him last stream, but like saying yo. Okay. New friends. Some random empty named files. He had BlueStacks and OBS. Okay. In my computer. Limbus is pretty good with pity. I don't know anything about Limbus pity system, so I can't comment. Okay. Me when I get my other phone charged. I will show you guys something fun. Oh god, I'm scared now. Okay. Anyway, okay, time for a real question. We already discussed that all these girls should have the meanest camel toes, but where's the nipple? This is like the book 1984. Actually, there was like a case made for this, like way before this game. Actually, let me show you guys. I think we have the time. Oh, I don't have her, so I'm going to have to filter Elysium, and then I'll search for the ones I don't have. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, the whole discussion of this character should be showing nipples didn't even start with Marciana. It started with this character. Whenever she came out, whenever Maiden Ice Rose came out, this version of the character, everyone pretty much was like, oh, okay, but if this is the costume she's wearing, where are her nipples though? This costume out of all of them definitely should be showing nipples, you know? So yeah, I get your point, Big Pew, but we had this conundrum for a while now.
Come on, let's go.
When I play a new game, I play nothing but that game for a bare minimum of 100 hours. You're definitely the exception there, Arma. Okay. Is that a nipple? Mr. Advertiser, get that! Anyway. People talk about the Limbus community. I'm not going to get into that. And yeah, it's just people talking about Genshin and Limbus company. Okay, artifacts. I think she might have cut them off. This is actually the book 1984. Hashtag free the nipple. Oh my god, these ties, I ate them. Anyway, moving on. Marciana and I head down underground beneath the lighthouse. Carrying 2 of these things on my back is harder than I expected. Getting back up might be a problem. Why'd you all follow us here anyway?
We can't miss something this important. Bang. We're all in this together.
Bang.
Something about the look on Penguin number 1's face betrays a hint of disappointment.
It's still running. That's a relief.
Yeah. The machine and the lighthouse have both been around for a long time. If we destroy this thing, the lighthouse will stop working too, right?
That's right.
Wait, maybe every Nikke experiences crazy nipple chafing, so all their ideal forms have no depth. I'm pretty sure there's a... I don't remember which one it is, but there's a Nikke where you can see like the nipple poking through like the shirt. So I'm pretty sure that theory is just cracked, Big Pew. I'm sorry.
A long time ago, I once taught my students about lighthouses. I told them they're used to guide people who have lost their way at sea. At the time, I remember this thought coming to me. No matter where my students may end up, I want there to always be a light to guide them back to where they belong. And part of me thought that maybe I could become that for them. That's why I wanted to see the lighthouse working again. But I was wrong.
She was a prostitute when she was alive. She's the exception. Okay, fine, whatever.
Seeing this machine earlier made me realize something. I'm not the lighthouse. I'm this machine. I was afraid of letting them go. Afraid of saying goodbye. I was restraining them. Keeping them bound to me.
You know, Nikke, I feel like you've done a good enough job, like, making that point, like, more subtly. We really don't need a character straight up telling us, hey, this is the theme of the story, retard. Like, come on, man. Like, you're better than this. I know you're better than this. That's perfect.
What?
We're destroying this thing, right? While we're at it, let's destroy the machine in your heart too. Suddenly Kingdom Hearts. That way you can start being a lighthouse for them. You can show them it's where it's safe to go and let them know they always have a place to come back to. Again, good again, like, I like this development, but it could have been done so much better.
I like the sound of that. I'm not going to hold back when I break this thing.
Good, let's go all in. We check the time, and a little while later...
It should be starting soon. It's just about time.
We hear explosions outside. The same moment the machine's light starts flickering. Think they started.
Okay.
Sienna places her hand on the machine.
You've done so well, keeping this place safe. Now, it's time to let go. Ready, Penguin Squad?
Hey, 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 hey!
Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now!
Marciana and the Penguin Squad destroy the machine. Sorry to say, I haven't heard of, like, Chrono Arc, so I can't help you there. The machine's lights flashes brightly for a brief moment, then goes completely dark. The low hun abruptly ends, and just as it does, the entire lighthouse shakes violently, and dust pours down from the ceiling above us.
Commander, be careful!
The structure groans as the shaking continues. The walls are cracking.
We need to get out of here now! Penguin Squad, come on!
Penguins are too heavy for me!
Prince! Marciana!
Bubbles wrap around Marciana and me, and we rise into the air. Did you only notice this now, Big Pew? It's been happening for quite a while. The moment we reach the surface, the bubbles burst.
Oh, good! I was worried they'd burst before reaching the surface.
I'm not going to address that, Arma.
Are you all okay?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm okay too. Thank you for the help.
The Island Eater's awake. It's rising to the surface, pushing the island up with it. It seems to be going berserk.
Which means we won't be able to avoid a battle.
Then we will meet it head on.
All that, like, all that careful approach for, like, nothing.
We're
We still
not
have to
doing
fight
enough
anyway.
damage. We need to hit it harder. Penguin Squad, you're...
Hold on, Penguin.
What is it?
Look.
The Island Eater's massive shadow begins to move. It's going somewhere. Ah! The ground starts shaking again. But this time there's something different about it.
The island's sinking back down.
I don't think the Island Eater is trying to fight. It seems to be headed somewhere.
Paid on a dusty, crusty piece of bread. Are you talking about the voice actresses again? Because yeah, that I wouldn't doubt. I don't think... Well, I do think that the voice actresses are being paid. Like, obviously they're not being paid well. Like, obviously there is no investment going on for, like, even the quality we're getting. So yeah, I do think that dusty, crusty piece of bread and slightly dirty water is a good representation of what most of these voice actresses are being paid.
Let's wait and see what it does.
The shadow moves slowly but steadily. It gradually moves farther and farther away from the island.
It's... leaving.
A little while later, Cinderella, Grave, and Mori return from scouting.
I think those last tremors were the Island Eater getting out from under the island. The island settled back down to where it was before. We can even use the boat again now.
The waves have returned to normal as well.
And the whirlpools around the island disappeared. Siren, how are your bubbles?
They're okay now. I think it was that machine that was making them unstable. After we destroyed it, they've been fine.
Good. I think that means we're all done.
All's well that ends well. Yay! None of this mattered at all. Fucking, I swear to Christ, this story.
Yay! We did it!
The threat just disappeared. Just went away. How convenient. Tia hugs Little Mermaid.
Tia! Your hair! It tickles!
Yeah, we really did it.
Naga wraps her arms around Little Mermaid's shoulders.
Not you too!
How sweet.
Bang.
Very heartwarming.
Yeah.
Everyone is so beautiful.
Dang.
Rappy pats Marciana on the shoulder.
Good work, Penguin. Ace and the rest of you did great too.
Thanks.
The rest of you is just me, Peg.
I'm really, really relieved.
Tia, put those things away. I don't think she can. Like, I just don't think that's physically possible. With the machines all destroyed, are you ready to become a lighthouse? Marciana watches Tia and Naga, who happily celebrate. A smile slowly spreads across her face.
Yeah, I'm ready now.
That's good to hear.
Speaking of the lighthouse, Cinderella, Commander, would you two help me with something?
To be honest, I wasn't even paying attention to the story. Did anything even happen? There was a, like, giant monster under the island. Then we got it out from under the island. And then it started attacking us until it didn't anymore. And now everything is good. So the answer is no. No, nothing happened. Nothing ever happens. Of course.
Sure, let's go.
We head toward the lighthouse. Using the portable generator we found earlier, we once again turn on the light of the lighthouse. It's too bad you can't see the light very well during the daytime.
It's still beautiful. And it will be even more beautiful at night.
Dang.
Yeah, I think it'll be visible from all around.
Where's the monster then? The monster, like, would have appeared if we weren't on the records, like, because you're supposed to have, like, an actual fight with it. But the thing is that how I like to, like, do this is that I first play through the story myself, like, kind of skipping the dialogue so I don't get spoiled. And so I play through, like, the actual, like, gameplay segments and stuff like that. And then I just play the raw story with you guys of NIKKE. That's why I didn't see the monster, but there's, like, if the story wasn't already complete before, like, you're supposed to see, like, the monster, like, during one of the combat segments, you know?
Clearly visible at that. I hope it continues shining for a long, long time to show people where they need to go and to remind them of where they can always come back to.
Tia and Iga run up to Marciana.
Miss Marciana,
We got you something.
What is this?
We gathered these pieces of glass while we were exploring earlier. They're called sea glass. Then Tia and I tied them together.
It turned out really pretty, huh?
You guys commented a lot, so don't worry, I'll be addressing them as soon as this chapter ends.
They say broken glass naturally changes into this over a long period of time. We have been together for a long time too.
Oh my god, they're literally just pointing out the plots. Fucking. Yeah, the writing this event specifically is genuinely just not good. I genuinely think this might be like the worst like NIKKE summer event in terms of pure story. Like genuinely I never. Oh god, this is outright frustrating, man. Jesus Christ.
So we wanted to give this to you
Who wrote this?
as a token of how we feel about you.
Even after we graduate, we hope you don't forget us.
Marciana accepts the sea glass ornament with both hands. The piece of glass sparkles in the sunlight.
I don't deserve... No, that's not right. It's so beautiful. I won't forget you. Ever. Also, I'm sorry for not doing more for you. For not having more faith in you. For not being there for you more.
Miss Marciana.
After you graduate, a whole new world will open up before you. It will be much bigger, much less familiar, and you'll have to navigate it by yourselves. But you'll be okay. After all, you've already overcome so many hardships to make it this far. And I can say that because I've been there the whole time, watching over you. Always have faith in yourselves and keep moving forward. You'll do great. Getting to meet you and be your teacher and to spend all this time with you has made me so happy. Also, there's something I should have said much earlier.
Yeah, the glass. Yeah, I know we're all paying attention to the glass. Yeah, that glass is so beautiful, man. It truly.
From the bottom of my heart, congratulations to you both on graduating.
Oh,
Okay, but this is genuinely beautiful. Like, come on. Tia and Iga both wrapped their arms around Marciana.
What?
Miss Marciana, a long time ago, I actually used to dream of being a teacher. I kinda gave up on the idea as I continued to go to school, but spending time with you on this trip has made me want to be one again.
You should probably not go down that route. Like, that's generally just not a good path in life. Take it from, like, my dad. He's a teacher and he is always trying to get me away from that path.
I know I may be graduating,
but you'll always be my teacher.
Miss Marciana, because you were willing to come on this trip with us, I got to see real-life lizards, the kind I'd only ever dreamed about, and make new friends, and make tons of memories that I'll never forget. It's all thanks to you.
Okay, this is pretty cute though. Like, much as I shit on the rest of the event, this is pretty cute, I'll admit.
So, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me. I only did what a teacher should naturally do.
The three of them stay in each other's arms for quite a while.
All right. It's finally time to have some fun.
What?
Time for the vacation to begin.
But we have to leave soon.
Everyone pretty much gave up on the idea of this being a vacation. I'm sure it's fine to have at least one day of fun.
Yeah, exactly. We came here for our graduation trip and barely got to have any real fun.
I'd like to hang out more with Siren.
Oh, that sounds wonderful!
I think one day should be fine, Cinderella.
Me too. I can stand on the surfboard for 20 seconds now. I want to see if I can ride it for longer.
It's training, not surfing.
Yeah, of course. And I'm saying I want to train more.
Yeah, sure, Mori, sure.
Hang,
I would also appreciate the extra time, Cinderella.
hang.
Penguin number 1 clings tightly to Cinderella.
All right. If we're going to have fun, let's not hold back. No regrets, okay?
Thank you! Yay!
I like the sound of that. Let's go have some fun.
Everyone runs towards the ocean. Hey, wait. I think there's quite the goated animation coming. Everyone, pay attention. I moved to join them, but then feel something. Someone's grabbing my sleeve.
Prince, just one moment. Here, a gift.
Sea glass?
Yeah, I made one of these while Naga and Tia were making theirs. The sea glass was so pretty. It made me think maybe you'd like it. You know, I hope the next time we meet, we can talk more about all sorts of things. I'd like that. Right now it's hard because of my eyes. But next time, hopefully I can see you properly. Anyway, see you again, Prince.
Little Mermaid runs toward the ocean. Yeah, where did you come from?
Right now, you were just thinking, she's cute, weren't you?
I mean, am I wrong? No.
You're blushing, Commander.
Stop teasing me.
Fine. Let's go have some fun.
Yeah, let's go. Rappy and I run toward the ocean too. Yeah, animation. Animation time, guys. I'm for sure getting demonetized and I don't care. Oh my god, that focus. Why are the angles with Mori the Ludus ones, unironically? Poor soul my ass. I wanted to be the guy animating this.
Just like before. Oh, somehow, all the things we dreamed of being so close.
I'm so getting demonetized, oh my god. Grave is always mogging armor. Like that's kind of her thing.
In a breeze of
Okay. Only one chapter left, but before that I'm going to finally like address you guys. I think someone left their phone in the cave. Can Commander send Little Mermaid to go get it? Anyway, also still can't get over just how Rappy is eternally pulling down her shirts. It's quite a silly pose, yeah.
making excuses
Uh,
just to stay.
Trying to hide how wet she is. She embarrassed or something. Why does she call her crotch instead? Is she stupid? Anyway, this theory, it must be valid. Little Mermaid, okay. Yo, they fixed the problem. Let's celebrate with an orgy. Little Mermaid can watch with Rappy. To be honest, I wasn't okay. Wait, that's it? So the hair is the biggest issue, and the penguins can run a train on Cinderella. How dare you? I got Little Mermaid. Tia, move. I know we joke about backbreaker, but Tia generally has backbreakers. How does she not have cyber psychosis yet? Because no way any human being would genuinely think it's possible to have breasts that big and have no back pain. Genuinely, that's a good point, Big Pew. Like, at this point, the boobs are so big that they actually break the story. Is King Von in the sea on the prow and no one's going to do anything about it? I mean, to be fair, in the story, like, pretty much the entire surface is fucking compromised. So, what's another, like, uber powerful monster in, like, a world filled with uber powerful monsters, you know? It's not that big a deal. People are just talking about video titles. Is this writing terrible? The what? Anyway. Yeah, the glass. Why does she feel like a One Piece character from this angle? Much bigger, yeah, something big. Anyway, the camel toe has been found. Actually, my English teacher from sophomore year cried when I said where I was going to college. You think that digging between her legs stimulates her a lot as she walks? The kinds of discussions we have on this channel. Anyway, one of my favorite characters is a teacher. Being a teacher is goat. Yeah, teachers are goated. It's just like not a good decision to like choose to be one because of, you know, bad salary, like the big time investments, like having to deal with a lot of a lot of stupid people. It's a good thing to do for others, but it's definitely not a good thing to do for yourself. That's the only reason they wear these bikinis, so they can goon to the commander without any notice. They can just adjust their swimsuit whenever they want to finish. Why are you guys like this? Why? Anyway, I'm about to throw my phone and cry, bro. The shit's so ass. Yeah, bro, the hug. I'm going to hang myself. I love the Little Mermaid. Can't this chud stop hitting on the chat, Commander? Maybe this story is solid. Can this woman keep hitting on the commander? Yes, I was. I'm blushing. I'm just black, so no one can tell me. Oh my goodness, those Marciana shots. Yeah, I'm going to feel that cyborg with future students. Holy shit, Tia's tits in the animation. Is it okay for Grave to be happy? Yes. Some blessed soul probably animated this while rock hard. Hell yeah. Animating this brick enough to reconstruct the Great Wall. Okay, now those are some golden comments. The emotional music with ass on the screen. That's why we love NIKKE. What were Cinderella and Little Mermaid doing? The penguin ruined a good moment between them. They were just hugging, you perverts. They're just friends. And Rappy and Marciana probably went behind a rock after that. The Nikkes are not lesbians. Stop it. Stop this fucking fanfiction. How many breaks were needed to sharpen his pencil? Marciana's. Maybe Rappy wants to be the one doing the cucking. Oi. Story is ass, but at least we get to see some ass. If you're a teacher, you get to... Anyway, moving on. Let's finally finish this and, finish the stream. This is the bonus chapter.
This feels amazing! Riding across the ocean on bubbles is way more comfortable than I expected.
I'm glad. How about you, Grave and Cinderella? Are you comfortable?
Yeah, very comfortable.
I'm good too. Flying like this is much nicer than riding a boat.
I never want to ride a boat again.
Same. How much longer until we get there, Siren?
I don't know exactly, but it's definitely not somewhere we can reach in a day or two. It'll take quite a while.
We'll have to take some breaks along the way. I wonder if Prince made it back home all right.
I'm sure he did. He's superhuman, after all.
Little Mermaid turns and looks behind her.
I hope we can meet again sometime soon. Take care, Prince.
A small bubble carrying her voice floats away behind them.
Oh? Who are you sending that to?
It's a secret.
A secret, huh?
Cinderella smiles and waves at the bubble as it fades into the distance.
Well, I don't know who it's for, but I hope it reaches them safely.
After school, students file through the gates as they leave the school. Naga and Tia stop walking for a moment.
Naga,
Yeah?
we really graduated, didn't we?
Yeah.
It feels weird. We've been coming here every day, but now we don't have to anymore.
Yeah, now you can go to the surface and die horribly. Yay!
Yeah.
Hmm.
The two of them look up at the school building for a moment.
I guess Miss Marciana isn't coming out.
Should we go find her?
No. We already had a proper goodbye. If I see her again, I think my resolve would weaken for what I've decided to do. We need to keep moving forward.
You're right. But still, why don't we say one last goodbye from here?
From here?
Yeah, from here.
The two look at each other and nod. Together, they wave their hands toward the school.
Thank you for everything, Miss Marciana.
We'll see you again sometime. Promise.
Marciana stands by the window.
Congratulations again on graduating.
She raises her hands and waves quietly. A goodbye that neither of her students see.
You've both worked so hard, Tia.
Shouldn't you go see them? Bang.
No, it's okay. If I did, it might make it harder for them to move forward.
I like this mutual understanding between them. It's pretty cool.
This is the right way to send them off. From now on, the two of them will walk their own paths. And from here, from this place, I'll keep rooting for them. Take care, you two.
With everyone gone from the island, only the lighthouse remains. It does not hold on to those who are sailing away from it, but simply continues to shine its light as though gently waving to them. It was going so well, and then you just had to make your point as obvious as possible for the 5th time. Come on, man. Wave to you and... Okay, fine. Okay, screw this ending. What's the Paizuri tier list for all the characters in this? Not yet. We're actually going to have a proper, like, now that this summer event is, like, finished, we're going to have a proper, like, swimsuit ranking for all the Nikkes in a future stream. Like, I'm going to organize, like, every Nikkei that has gotten a swimsuit form, or multiple in some cases, and we're actually going to make a, like, ranking stream for all the Nikkei swimsuits in a future stream. Before that, we're actually going to like make another ranking stream, though an easier one on just a NIKKE bodysuits, and then we're going to have the more like bigger and better, like one on all the NIKKE swimsuits. And then we're probably going to have like a ranking stream on like a proper anime again, like the one we did for what's the name? Gushing Over Magical Girls. But yeah, with that, that will be the end of this stream. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next week. Bye!